What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 3 Tai Chapter 61 No Survival Advertisement Wanokuni, the Island of Ghosts. Portgas d'Ace, this kid is Roger's son. Whitebeard, if you want to save him, I won't. Quinn, you go and stop Whitebeard for me, keep him out of Marineford. Kaido, for what Whitebeard has done in recent years has been very distasteful. He is obviously a pirate, but he behaves like a saint. This makes Whitebeard's prestige in the nautical world is getting higher and higher, and it feels like he is already the next One Piece. This makes Kaido very unhappy. Brother, don't worry, let me handle it. Quinn responded, then turned and left. Captain Marco, there is a pirate ship heading towards us. It looks like they came here specifically for us. Sentinels on the mast sounded the alarm. Along the way, they sank an unknown number of attempted marine warships that followed them. However, this is the first time that pirates have appeared. Huh? No, there's something wrong with that pirate ship 24. The sentry was also a little surprised. The pirate group seemed to have been attacked. Above the sea, shrouded in fog, such a long distance, it is impossible to clearly see the collective situation there through a telescope. Oh, don't bother, keep going at full speed, Mado. Seeing this, Marco gave an order. During this period of time, for the sake of ranking on the Nautical Gold List, battles between various pirate forces are not uncommon. Famous knives, weapons are already the only goal for them to sail on the sea. It was the most common thing for a robbery to happen, and Marco didn't take it too seriously. Little did he know that the pirate ship that appeared in front of him was Beast's Pirates, one of the 4 emperors. Who the hell are you to challenge us Beast's Pirates? Fosfu, one of the Flying Six, pointed to the 3 people who suddenly appeared in front of him and said, Huh, Beast's Pirates? It's just a zoo. Don't use the title of 4 emperors to bluff people. Advertisement, Xiaobai, I give you a choice, turn around and leave immediately, don't interfere with the actions of the Whitebeard pirates. Otherwise, I can only say sorry to you. The one who spoke was none other than Xiaobai. The Whitebeard pirates did not have the ability to hide their whereabouts. It is not difficult to know where they are. Ha 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 ha, kid, do you think you've lived too long? Since this is the case, let's move your muscles and bones in your life. Roar. A beast roar sounded. In an instant, Fosfu turned into a gigantic saber-toothed tiger and appeared in front of Xiaobai and others. Oh, I'm sorry, I said you were a little tabby cat. It was my fault. It should be a big tabby cat. Xiaobai smiled and joked. Damn it, you are looking for death, boy. He is my prey, you are all robbed. As soon as the words fell, Fosfu slammed his feet hard, and opened his huge mouth towards Xiaobai to bite him. Looking at this scene, Xiaobai sneered, boom. However, in the next second, the expressions on the faces of everyone present were instantly frozen. In time, Xiaobai stretched out a hand and put it on Fosfu's head. Fosfu stopped in midair like a gigantic one, unable to move forward an inch. Big tabby cat, it seems that you are not going to be obedient. Crack. The crisp sound of bones shattering hit the hearts of everyone present. As the words fell, Xiaobai suddenly exerted force, and Fosfu's head seemed to burst open instantly, and his brains splashed out. Looking at this scene, Fei Liubao and the others looked at each other, and they all became alert. At this time, the same question arose in his mind. Who is this young man? Fosfu has no resistance in his hands. Even if they join forces, they may not be his opponent. I said, have you guys seen enough, do you still want to fight? Just when they didn't know how to make a choice for a while, Xiaobai's voice fell into their ears. Forget it, I don't have any sense of accomplishment for bullying you guys. Advertisement, did you see the 2 people beside me? One is my old housekeeper, and the other is blind. If you can defeat them, I will let you go. While talking, Xiaobai walked aside and leaned against the guardrail, planning to watch a good show. HMPH, I don't know who you are, although we admit that you are strong, but if you underestimate us, then you will have to pay the corresponding price. The next moment, the remaining few people showed Devil Fruit's abilities. The Beast's pirates really work behind closed doors. It doesn't matter if Fujitora doesn't know them, and they don't even know Pluton Rayleigh. I really don't know who gave them the courage. Looking at this scene, a sneer appeared on the corner of Xiaobai's mouth. Then, there is no more then, together, there's no way they'll be a match for either Rayleigh or Fujitora. Let alone facing the 2 of them directly. You are, Pluton Rayleigh. Peggy Wan said with a trembling voice and a frightened face. At the last moment, he realized that the old man they were fighting against was actually 870 Pluton Rayleigh from Legendary. Little baby, I didn't expect you to know this old man. While speaking, the samurai sword in Rayleigh's hand had wiped his neck. A huge head flew up high directly. Don't look at Rayleigh, who looks like a kind old man on weekdays. However, if you regard him as a saint, then you are very wrong. He is never merciful to his enemies. At the same time, Fujitora's side also ended the battle. Runti and Black Maria didn't even have a chance to draw their weapons, but they were directly blasted into the sea by Fujitora's fruitful abilities. This has undoubtedly declared their death. For a few minutes, the strongest Fei Lupo of Beast's pirates, True Fight, survived. Whitebeard, although you have to die, I respect you very much. Don't worry, I won't let you die in the hands of those scum. I will give you a decent death. Looking at the Whitebeard pirates who have gone away, Xiaobai murmured. In the next instant, Mo Xiaobai and the others disappeared in place. Chapter 62 Stir up the situation. Advertisement, Captain Marco. The pirate group heading towards us just now seems to be Beast's pirates. What? Hearing what the sentinel said, Marco showed horror and exclaimed. Are you sure you read it right? In the next second, he grabbed the sentry by the collar and said. Captain Marco, the fog on the sea is too thick, I couldn't see clearly at first, but then, I saw the flag of the Beast's pirates. He was telling the truth. When he saw the flag of the Beast's pirates, at that moment, the horror in his heart was many times higher than that of Marco. Call. Marco exhaled lightly, and then Blue spread his flame wings and flew towards the Moby DK. The four Emperor's pirate group came to them one after another. The red hair came with good intentions, but if it was Kaido, it would definitely be a fierce battle. Father, Beast's pirates, it seems that Ping is looking for us. Marco, who also trusted his subordinates, told Whitebeard exactly what he said. Marco, don't be too nervous. Even if it's the Beast's pirates, no matter what, no one can stop us from saving Ace. At the end of the sentence, Whitebeard stood up, walked to the bow of the Moby DK, looked at the looming buildings in the distance and said. Marine Headquarters Base. Woo, woo, woo. Everyone is on alert. Everyone is on alert. A large number of pirate ships have been found in the Marineford waters. A large number of pirate ships have been found in the Marineford waters. The next moment, the alarm at the Marine Headquarters Base was sounded instantly. What? Why so fast? The public execution of Ace has only been released less than 24 hours ago. Why did the Whitebeard pirates appear here? Advertisement. Sengoku slammed the table, he couldn't believe it. The Whitebeard pirates came here from East Blue without any warning. Send the order, Marine Headquarters Base, enter the first level of combat alert. No matter what, keep the Whitebeard pirates out of Marine HQ. 3 days later, it will be the day when Ace will be executed. If you persist for 3 days, if you persist for one more day, everything will be over. The whole world is paying attention to this matter. At this juncture, there must be no mistakes. Sengoku, with a dignified expression, the Whitebeard pirates' army is coming, it's too horrifying. In an instant, the entire Marine headquarters became lively. Countless cannons were all aimed at the Gate of Justice. I believe that as long as the Whitebeard pirates forcefully break through the Gate of Justice, Sengoku will not hesitate to give the order to attack. At the same time, the Nautical Gold List is still continuing to refresh the list of the weapons list. Weapon ranking, 108th place. Muramaru, owner. DAS bonus, reward, slashing power increase. Asterisk 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 asterisk. Weapon ranking, 100th place. Elephant sword. Fan Kefried, holder. Spanda, reward, upgraded pharmacy factory. Weapon ranking, 99th. Wajo, holder. Toshigi, reward, armament hockey enhancement. Weapon ranking, number 98. Shigur, holder. Toshigi, reward, observation hockey enhancement. The whole world is really lively recently. Navigation Gold List weapon list has already made the navigation world lively enough. 3 days later, Marine publicly executed Portgas D. Ace, the captain of Whitebeard's second squad. And it's broadcast live all over the world. That's right, I heard that the Whitebeard pirates have entered Marineford's waters. In less than 2 days, we will enter the military area of the Marine headquarters. Is your news reliable or not? If that's the case, wouldn't the Whitebeard pirates have a head-on collision with Marine within 3 days? It can be fake. This is revealed to me by a friend who is on duty in the Marine. This source is absolutely reliable. Oka, I need to calm down first and make mental preparations first. Advertisement, this incident is really too shocking. Wanokuni, Valley of the Ghosts Beasts Pirates, what? You said that all the lifeguards of Flying 6 cells were burned. As the immediate superior of Fei Liubao, Quinn couldn't believe it when he heard the news. Flying 6 cells, but they are the strongest 6 in real fights, regardless of the heads up, but the 6 of them teamed up and Quinn knew very well. It is impossible for him to be their opponent. The 6 people died almost at the same time. Could it be that Ri Huzzy himself shot it? Or, the Whitebeard pirates, all members dispatched, instantly killed all 6 of them. Let the 6 of them have no chance to escape. Don't look at Quinn's big and thick appearance, he is very delicate. Amount, to be precise, it is a cowardly and ruthless one. Bullying the weak and fearing the hard, the word seems to have been created for him. At this moment, Quinn was walking around anxiously, and he didn't know what to do for a while. Brother, Fei Liubao, all die, Qian Dezhao. It is impossible for Quinn, a coward, to run over aggressively to seek revenge on Whitebeard. Of course he has to report this matter to Kaido. Kaido, maybe when you get angry, you want to do it yourself. Quinn thought so in his heart. Whitebeard, did the old man do it himself? Even Kaido guessed like this in his heart. He couldn't imagine that, except for Whitebeard himself, who has such a strong combat power, can kill Fei Liubao in an instant. As everyone knows, there is another Mo Xiaobai behind this who is stirring up the situation and influencing the development of the whole incident. Chapter 63 Is this the weapon ranking? Advertisement? Weapon ranking, number 76. Love Gun. Qianlu. Holder. Fanaoka, reward, realm breakthrough potion, taking probability to break through realm. Weapon ranking, number 75, shark slaying knife, holder. Bastiu, reward, armament hockey upgrade. Weapon ranking, number 74, pretzel, holder. Charlotte cracker, reward, rapid physical recovery potion. Even at this moment, what kind of situation the whole world is in, the navigation gold list will still not stop the announcement of the list. With the continuous announcement of the weapon list, all the major forces could not bear the excitement in their hearts when they saw someone on their side on the list. I love gun. Qianlu. What is this? What? A gun? No way, can a gun even be on the list one day? If this is the case, then does the marine warship also have a chance to be on the list? Damn, realm breakthrough potion, doesn't that mean that there will be a swordsman-level powerhouse for the bearded pirates? Brother, you are thinking too simply. Didn't you see the hint on the gold list? Taking the probability of breaking through the realm is not just taking it, but a 100% breakthrough. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread it just now, it should be this one, otherwise, who can stand up to 303 with this big shotgun of Van Oka? Thief ha. Fan Oka, I didn't expect your shotgun to be on the list. At this moment, Blackbeard, who had already entered the Holy Land Mariejois, grinned widely. With the announcement of the gold list rewards, everyone just discovered it. The higher the ranking, the richer the rewards. The efficacy of various reward potions is doubled. However, this makes people look forward to what kind of rewards will appear later. The list is still being announced continuously, and in the blink of an eye, it has already reached the 30th place. Weapon ranking, number 32, Ghost Cry, Holder, Trafalgar Law, Rewards, Skills, Surgeon. Weapon ranking, number 31, Deadwood, Holder, Golden Lion, Rewards, Skills, Lion Majesty Tianwan. Weapon ranking, 13th place, Ten Sakura, Holder, Golden Lion, Reward, Ultimate Recovery Potion. Marine Headquarters. Stop all external activities for the time being, and it won't be too late to move. CEG, after the execution of Ace is over. Advertisement Sengoku announced the end of world recruitment. The battle is about to begin, and now he has no time to care about the trend of the Nautical Gold List. It is even more impossible to recruit some unidentified personnel on the eve of the war. Even if their personal combat power is very strong, but in such a short time, it is too late to instill some marine ideas in them. To put it simply, the time is too short, and there is not enough time to brainwash them. It's a bit unrealistic to want them to go directly to the battlefield to work for marine as soon as they come. I guess, the top weapon list will be, Eagle Eye, Mahawk, only his black sword Yi, the world's most black sword. I think so, otherwise, I really can't think of whose weapon can occupy the top spot. In the entire nautical world, all known famous knives that should be on the list have appeared on the list. At present, there are only a few that have not appeared yet. Kong Yun Che, held by Whitebeard, Edward Newgate. Redhead, Shanks. Holding, Griffin, He Dao Yi Wen, Black Sword Kiyoshui, first generation Ghost Toru. There are only a few famous knives left, and they have not yet appeared in the top 5 list. If the guess is right, the top 5 are definitely these 5 famous knives. Don't forget, the first reward of Kaido of 100 Beasts is also a weapon, Ghost Gold Rod. I don't know what level of weapon this Ghost Gold Rod belongs to. The reward for the top spot is not much worse than that. It's hard to say, first generation Onitsu is the most mysterious existence, and now his holder is even more mysterious. The only thing that is certain now is that Hawkeye, Mahawk's black knife, Yi, is rated as the top of the list, and there shouldn't be any controversy about this. As for who can win the top 5 seats, we can only find out after waiting for the announcement of the Voyage Gold List. Just when many forces secretly drafted the name of Goldenwood Expulsion, the 6th place in the weapon list began to appear on the bronze monument in the void. Boom. Weapon ranking, 6th place. First generation Onitsu, holder, 5 elders, reward, super realm enhancement potion, realm breakthrough after taking it. Weapon ranking, 5th place. Ghost Gold Rod, holder, Kaido, reward, strongest body, explosive defense. Advertisement, weapon ranking, 4th place. Griffin, owner, Shanks, bonus skills, to save face. If you say this, everyone present will definitely give it 3 points. Weapon ranking, 3rd place. Kong Yunki, owner, Whitebeard, bonus skill, Backlight. This skill can only be used once. Close black lens bracket. Wow. Whitebeard is an unlucky skill no matter how you look at it. Back to the light, but it can only be used once. Doesn't that mean that Whitebeard will only be effective at the moment of death? What? This? How is this possible? Kong Yunki occupies the 3rd place, so there is still a weapon in this world that ranks above Kong Yunki. Just when people all over the world are confused. On the bronze monument, the 2nd place on the weapons gang list has begun to appear. Weapon ranking, 2nd place. Black knife, knight, holder. Hawkeye Mahawk, reward, pinnacle of swordsmanship. Wow, Haidao Yi just came in 2nd, how is this possible? At this moment, their hearts were shocked and horrified. Black knife, knight didn't even rank 1st, how can this be? In the entire nautical world, who can have weapons that can surpass it? The strongest black knife, this name is not groundless. No matter which Kakuzu it is from, the black knife, knight is in the weapon list, it should be the 1st. No way, did I really guess it? The 1st place is the marine warship? Brother, can I tell you that your guess is very unreliable? You want to say, what kind of ship ranking is there? It is understandable that the warship is number 1. This is the weapon ranking, okay. Chapter 64 Aspiring to win the gold list, worshipping with 10,000 knives. Advertisement Hawkeye, watching this scene, never showed any change in expression. At this moment, I couldn't hide it, and there was a trace of surprise. In this world, is there a person whose swordsmanship is superior to him? At the same time, the forces of all parties looked at the second place on the gold list, and their hearts were also messed up. Oh my god, what's going on? Hawkeye, Mahawk's Black Knife Yi Jing is second, so who will be the first? The top weapon list is not He Dao Yi. This is interesting. There will be another mysterious swordsman in the nautical world who will be exposed by the Nautical Gold List. Damn, this is exciting too. The reward for the second place is already the pinnacle of swordsmanship. You said, the top prize is skill or kendo? Who will go to the top of the weapon list? Red Hair Pirates, what? Hawkeye's Mahawk's Black Knife Yi is actually at the top of the list. Vice Captain Ben Beckman exclaimed loudly with a horrified expression on his face. The other crew members also expressed surprise and expressed their opinions. In the nautical world, almost all the weapons that can be named have been listed on the Nautical Gold List. I really can't think of any weapon that can surpass He Yi. The second place has already rewarded the peak swordsmanship, and the reward for the first place is definitely rare in the world, or there is no one in a million. Boom. 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 At this moment, a red light exploded on the bronze monument. Following that, gold characters appeared on the list one by one. Weapon ranking, first place, Demon Sword Muramasa, holder. Protagonist, reward, Space Devil Fruit. Wow. With the announcement of the number 1 weapon list, everyone in the nautical world is no longer calm. Mo Xiaobai, it's Mo Xiaobai again. When his name reached the top of the Logia fruit list, he was already firmly in the hearts of the world. However, at this moment, he is occupying the top spot of the weapons list. Isn't this a bit too heaven-defying? Advertisement? Who the hell is this Mo Xiaobai? Spatial capabilities. No, space fruit, this is the devil fruit that is being transmitted. Would you like to be so evil? The space fruit ability, as the name suggests, the user will have the ability to move in space. Don't forget, Mo Xiaobai is Logia Demon fruit power. You mean to say, space devil fruit, Mo Xiaobai himself cannot be eaten? That's right, it is rumored that those who have already eaten devil fruit will explode and die if they eat another devil fruit. At this moment, the eyes of all ambitious people revealed greed and heat. At this time, there was only one thought in their minds, no matter what the cost, they must take the space devil fruit as their own. Wanokuni, the island of ghosts. Find out Mo Xiaobai. No matter what the cost, be sure to bring me back the space devil fruit. Quinn. This time you go to me in person, if things don't work out, you don't have to come back. Kaido's face was hot, he had never been so eager for one thing. Thief ha ha ha. My second fruit is going to change the target again. Space fruit, I must get it. Blackbeard's eyes became more and more greedy, he bit the chicken leg in his hand and thought in his heart. Brother Bai, you are really a monster. I have never seen you use a weapon. I am very surprised by this monster sword Muramasa. Rayleigh was also a little confused. He has been with Mo Xiaobai for many years, but he has never seen him play a sword. If it wasn't for the reminder from the navigation gold list, I would have almost forgotten about it. As the words fell, Mo Xiaobai swung his right hand, and a samurai sword that exuded a ghostly aura appeared in his hand. The demon sword appeared in the world, and in the next moment, all the famous swords in the seafaring world seemed to sense the coming of the emperor. The blades trembled slightly, as if welcoming the arrival of their emperor. What's going on? A certain power actually resonates with my power. No, this feeling, as if it is trembling in fear. Damn, what's going on here? My knife doesn't listen to me, and it's actively making a trembling sound. He Dao Yi, what's going on? Advertisement. In this world, there is actually something that can resonate with you. Asking for flowers. Hawkeye felt He Dao Yi behind him, and trembled calmly at the moment just now. However, the next moment he stood up abruptly, eagle-like eyes, emitting a fiery light. Asterisk. My lord, your sword is not simple. Although the weapon in my hand cannot be called a famous sword at the moment. But it is also the casting of my haki over the years. Its power can definitely enter the top 10 in this nautical world. However, at that moment just now, I actually felt that it was afraid. Although Fujitora cannot see, his senses are more sensitive than the naked eye. The sudden change of the weapon in his hand cannot escape his perception. Oh, you said it, it is indeed a bit naughty. In fact, I didn't expect it to have such a high ranking. When I got it, it was really a sword embryo. I can still say that it was recast. I think it's okay to be idle anyway, so let him take you with you. While speaking, Mo Xiaobai smiled and looked at the demon knife in his hand. But give me some peace of mind, if you make any noise again, I'm going to put you back in the furnace. Mo Xiaobai, the voice fell, and the demon knife in his hand became quiet in an instant. Suddenly, the aura was restrained, and ordinary people would only think that it was a relatively beautiful knife. My lord, this sword of yours actually gave birth to a sword soul. I feel that the weapon in my hand has returned to its original appearance. Combined with what Mo Xiaobai said to Yao Dao just now, Fujitora also instantly knew the mystery. Just like a ship, the crew cares for each other and cherishes the hull so that the ship's spirit will be bred, and similarly, every weapon will be the same. The elves bred by the sword are phantom souls. But these only exist with legendary. Speaking of this, the horror in Kuo's heart can't be subsided for a long time. Chapter 65 Behind the Swordsman Advertisement Holy Land Mariejois. I am on the Void Throne, looking at the Space Devil Fruit, on the gold list, can't hide the hotness in his eyes. He was even more excited, he seemed to have forgotten how long it had been. 200 or 300 years. Space Devil Fruit is finally alive again. Mo Xiaobai has entered the Logia Devil Fruit leaderboard. This is enough to show that he himself is a demon fruit power. It is impossible for one person to eat 2 devil fruits at the same time. That being the case, why not dedicate this fruit to the deity? I order you, you set off immediately, looking for the weapon list, Mo Xiaobai at the top of the list, and spare no effort to find him. If he is willing to offer the fruit of space, then he will directly handle celestial dragons. Eternal life will be protected by the world government, April 20th. As soon as these words came out, the 5 elders under the throne trembled. How noble are the celestial dragons, they are the descendants of the creators who did not know how many years ago. It is unimaginable that this space fruit can be directly used as an exchange. It seems that Master Im is very eager to get this space fruit. Yes, we will definitely follow Master Im's arrangement. Subordinates, you must grab the fruit in their hands. One of the 5 elders said to Im on the throne respectfully. Mo Xiaobai first overwhelmed the crowd to reach the top of the Logia list, and then won again, the top of the weapon list. These are not accidental, you should be careful in handling things, and don't make enemies with them unless it is absolutely necessary. Im's unmistakable voice echoed in their ears. Apparently, Im's view of Mo Xiaobai has also changed somewhat. Yes, obey. Yes, whoosh whoosh, whoosh whoosh. After the voice fell, the figures of several people disappeared in place. Marineford. Advertisement, Hawkeye, the most powerful swordsman in the world has come to Marineford. Yes, the public execution of the Whitebeard pirate's ace has attracted countless people to pay back the gift. It is also reasonable for the 7 warlords of the sea to appear. Hawkeye lost to Mo Xiaobai in the weapon list announced yesterday. How do you guess how he feels now? I'm not Hawkeye, how would I know what he thinks, but if it were me, I would definitely have a duel with Mo Xiaobai. The throne of the world's #1 swordsman is not something you can sit on casually. According to you, now Hawkeye is in Marineford to return the favor. Or the resonance brought by the previous weapon made Hawkeye notice that Mo Xiaobai was within Marineford at this moment, therefore, he will come. Although there is some kind of deal between 7 warlords of the sea and the world government, they are pirates after all. How could it be possible to hang around in the Marine headquarters? This is too embarrassing for Marine. From what you've said, it's really possible, and it's all very logical. It didn't take long for the news of Mo Xiaobai to be in Marineford to spread throughout the sailing world in an instant. History is always so similar. Mo Xiaobai's whereabouts were exposed again by accident. But now, the faces of Sengoku and many Marine executives are a bit ugly. People's coveted heart for Space Devil Fruit has exceeded everyone's imagination. As soon as they received this information, they immediately headed towards Marineford, which happened to be the same direction that the Whitebeard pirates were heading. Suddenly, a huge fleet of pirate ships was born. It's this Mo Xiaobai again. Who the hell is he? Why does it feel like he's everywhere since he was born on the Nautical Gold List? Sengoku is also a little helpless. The word Mo Xiaobai seems to have become a compass for the pirates to go ahead. As soon as there is news about him, countless pirates, merchants, and even some kingdom nobles who have never been born will flood into that place within a day. Tread. Hawkeye walked slowly towards a bar. Wow, Hawkeye, Dracul Mahawk, how did he come here? Seeing the appearance of Hawkeye, many people in the bar couldn't help but began to tremble with fear on their faces. The next moment, eagle-eyed sharp eyes swept over everyone present. Immediately, it stopped at a corner. If you watch the self-study, you will find that there is a smile on the corner of his mouth. Immediately afterwards, his right hand actually grabbed He Dao Yi behind him. Advertisement, what? No, Hawkeye is about to attack. Quick! Get out of here! The whole bar suddenly became chaotic. Everyone present was scrambling to run out of the bar, even the owner of the bar. From his point of view, even if Hawkeye hit him with a knife, even if he couldn't stop it with his own life, the most important thing is to save his life. If the bar is gone, it will be gone. Boom. Ding. Sure enough, when they walked out of the bar, there was a loud sound of metal impacting inside. The person who made the shot was Hawkeye, but the person fighting him at this time was not Mo Xiaobai, but Rayleigh. Boom. 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 At the gate of the bar, a wave of air gushed out, causing those who were curious to peek at the door to be overturned by the airwave. It flew upside down for several meters and then landed heavily on the ground. A howl sounded. In an instant, the people surrounding the bar door felt terrified in their hearts, and in the next moment, they quickly dispersed. Although, they were very curious about who Hawkeye had a fight with in the bar. However, they think that their lives are more important, and curiosity will kill the cat. Hawkeye, I don't know what you mean by 0.3. While anxious with Hawkeye, Rayleigh asked with sharp eyes. Pluton Rayleigh, it was rumored that you became a boy's butler. I didn't expect it to be true. Hawkeye responded flatly. Boom, immediately, with Meng's strength in both hands, their figures slid out one after another. At this time, the entire bar, has changed beyond recognition and turned into an empty space. But to Rayleigh's surprise, Hawkeye didn't knock down the surrounding walls, as if he did it deliberately. He also didn't want other people to see what happened here. Chapter 66 Nautical Gold List, Team Battle List Advertisement. Sensing this scene, Rayleigh was also a little puzzled. Lord Hawkeye, is this hiding something? It stands to reason that there is no need for him to do this. He carried a black knife, and swaggered all the way through the market. It's like a parade, but anyone who is not blind can see it. Brother Rayleigh, my hands are itchy now. Let me feel how strong this world's #1 swordsman is. Feel the two people who are fighting. Fujitora is also a little ready to move, and there are not many opportunities to fight against the world's #1 swordsman. Hearing what Fujitora said, Rayleigh looked sideways at Xiaobai, who nodded slightly. Then he opened his mouth and said, "This man is old and his body is failing. Let me, my brother, accompany you to fight the trick." After speaking, Rayleigh put away the samurai sword in his hand and walked towards Xiaobai. "Oh, your excellency is blind, but you can see better than anyone else." Hawkeye saw Fujitora walking not far from him with a cane knife in his hand, so he opened his mouth and said to Fujitora, "Brother Hawkeye, I'm over the top." 24 words fell, the blade appeared, and the samurai sword in Fujitora's hand has been wrapped with a layer of black-purple armament hockey. "Uncle Rayleigh, who do you think will have the last laugh?" Seeing the two confronting each other in the arena, Xiaobai was drinking beer and eating snacks, making it clear that he was just watching a performance. "Brother Bai, what is this?" Rayleigh was also a little puzzled. The person who came to him was Hawkeye, the world's #1 swordsman, and why did he look so confident? "Uncle Rayleigh, don't be nervous, drink a glass of beer and treat it like a show." Xiaobai hooked his finger, and a glass of beer appeared in front of his eyes out of thin air. Rayleigh, his heart was full of astonishment. Is this the new ability of Xiaoshui? Space teleportation, allowing any object to change its spatial position. Of course, the premise is that this object has no subjective consciousness. Simply speaking, it is an object, and no one is controlling it. This ability is somewhat similar to the Trafalgar Law op fruit ability. However, the difference is that Xiaobai's space fruit can also have a more heaven-defying destructive power. He can achieve space compression. Currently Xiaobai's ability range is 100 meters. Boom. Advertisement. Boom. The battle is imminent, but at this time, Fujitora, who is fighting with Hawkeye, has not used his devil fruit ability. Whoosh. Fujitora jumped behind him. Hawkeye almost slashed close to his neck. If the knife was closer by a minute, or if Fujitora retreated and my figure was slower by a second, it would be an evil rhythm of blood spattering on the spot. Even the separation of corpses. However, at the next moment, Hawkeye did not continue to attack, but put away the black knife in the fight. Yi walked towards Xiaobai. "Let him come." Fujitora tried to block, but was interrupted by Xiaobai. "Master, Hawkeye requests to return to the team." In the next moment, a scene that surprised Rayleigh and Fujitora appeared. Hawkeye actually knelt down on one knee towards Xiaobai and called him Junjung. In this way, whoever comes, isn't it that Hawkeye is also one of his own? "Brother Bai, you're embarrassing me. I have been with you for 10 years, but I have no news at all." Rayleigh looked at Xiaobai in surprise and said, "Uncle Rayleigh, won't there be no surprises if you say it all out? Don't you see that everything is pretty good now?" "Ha ha ha ha, Hawkeye, you haven't been exposed yet, just continue to lurk for now, and when you have to be exposed that day, it's not too late to return to the team." "Xiaobai, I don't want Hawkeye to be exposed too early. Like I said to Rayleigh earlier, it's not fun without any surprises." "My lord, according to what you said, we will have surprises in the future." Fujitora kept a straight face, and it was rare to see a smile. "Fujitora, you better stop smiling, your smile is uglier than crying." As the words fell, Xiaobai's mind moved, and Rayleigh Fujitora felt an unknown force wrapping their bodies. In an instant, they felt dizzy for a while, and when they came back to their senses, their figures had already appeared on the street 100 meters away. Immediately, the three of them disappeared into the crowd, as if it had never appeared before. Advertisement. At this moment, the bronze monument above the void, gold is shining brightly. The entire nautical world is shrouded in this golden light. The Voyage Gold List is about to announce a new ranking list. Looking at this scene, people all over the world are also guessing. Boom. 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 Immediately, a line of flying dragons in large characters appeared in everyone's eyes. Nautical Gold List, Team Battle Leaderboard. But all members of the faction on the list can get corresponding rewards. Immediately afterwards, the first force on the list appeared on the bronze monument. Team Battle Leaderboard, 10th place, Straw Hat Pirates. All members will be rewarded with Advanced Potion 1. Just when the first ranking was announced on the Team Battle Leaderboard, all major forces in the HNA industry were shocked. Okay, how about playing? Why is there only 10 rankings? Emotions. This is the Team Battle List. 527, my 5,000 large pirate fleet. Don't I even have the qualifications to be on the list? Brother, don't complain. The Straw Hat Pirates are in the limelight recently. I heard that Moonlight Moria, one of the Wuhai, was beaten by them. No way, Moonlight Mariah, he took the Fruit Awakening potion earlier, but he was directly listed on the gold list. It is said that his zombie army has over 10,000 people. Hey, even he was beaten by the Straw Hat Pirates. I'm sure I'm no match for them. Straw Hat Pirates, ranked 10th on my server. Hey, for us, we can only be the people who eat melons. If we want to be on the list, we can only dream of it. Why are you so stupid? The list is introduced. As long as the members of the faction on the list, all can get the corresponding rewards. As the saying goes, if you can't beat them, choose to join them. Take it easy, let's feel emotional. I'm going to leave my brothers and join the big family of the Straw Hat Pirates. It would be a good way to become their affiliated pirate group. Chapter 67 Hard Steel on the front, advertisement. Meanwhile, Marine HQ faces their biggest challenge ever. Boom. There was a loud bang in the fog, the door of justice crashed down. The black pirate ship caught the eyes of everyone present. At this time, Sengoku's face was a little ugly. What the hell is going on here? Whitebeard's actions are a little too fast. The Whitebeard pirate fleet has broken through the gate of justice and sailed into the waters of the marine headquarters. Fire. Boom. 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 Seeing that the pirate ship entered their strike range, the defense system of the marine headquarters responded instantly and launched a counterattack. At this moment, Whitebeard standing on the bow of the Moby DK. Seeing this, a sneer appeared on the corner of his mouth. The next moment, with fists in hand, the fist exudes layers of hazy white light. Immediately, towards his own sides, he punched fiercely. He punched the void in front of him. Crack, crack. There was a sound like glass breaking. Boom. A scene that shocked everyone appeared. In an instant, layers of cracks appeared in the air where Whitebeard's fist hit, as if visible to the naked eye. All the shells flying towards them exploded in the air, like fireworks blooming. Watching this scene, Sengoku, who was sitting on the tower of the marine headquarters, looked dignified. He didn't even think that Whitebeard's movements would be so fast. Ace. My son, Daddy is here to take you home. Whitebeard's deep voice hovered over the entire marine headquarters. Hey, this man is so scary. Kizaru, squinting his eyes and looking frightened. Kizaru, why are you still acting like this? How can justice show weakness to evil? Akainu, who was sitting next to him, was dissatisfied when he heard him say this. Akainu, if you are not afraid of death, you go first. Kizaru, with a look of contempt on his face, who wouldn't talk about it. Boom. Advertisement, boom. However, the next second they all showed horror. Everyone present felt that the earth trembled. The sea surface began to oscillate violently and the seawater violently churned. A tsunami that could almost flood the entire marine headquarters appeared. The huge tsunami dragged the incomparably huge Moby DK, rushing towards their marine headquarters at a very high speed. Tsunami? Why did it suddenly trigger a tsunami? At this moment, the hearts of all marine soldiers are turbulent. One by one, they saw the surging tsunami with their eyes blank. Is this the power of the strongest man in the world? This punch actually shook the sea? Countless marine soldiers watched this scene with blank eyes. At this moment, looking at the tsunami that is about to fall down, they seemed so helpless in their hearts. For some weaker marines, their legs were trembling uncontrollably. Whitebeard, standing on the commanding heights of the tsunami, is like a god of war, which is awe-inspiring. At this moment, the seat where Aokiji was originally sitting was no longer visible. In the blink of an eye, a figure was seen flying towards the incoming tsunami at high speed. Ice Age. At this time, a deep voice sounded. Crack, click, click. The sound of seawater freezing sounded. I saw that the tsunami stopped at that moment and continued to advance. The next moment, the entire tsunami and the sea quickly formed icebergs at a speed visible to the naked eye. In an instant, the roaring tsunami turned into an iceberg. However, the attack of the highest combat power of the marine headquarters is not just that. Akainu, one of Marine's 3 admirals, also took action at this moment. The whole person turned into magma and flew towards the direction of the Moby DK. Meteor Volcano, his lava fist launches massive lava fists into the air. Immediately afterwards, the magma fist, like a meteor shower, continuously attacked the Moby DK. His target is none other than the Moby DK. Boom. Boom. Watch huge lava fists falling from the sky. Looking at this scene, the white ball of light above Whitebeard's fist appeared again. Just as he was about to attack, a strange scene appeared. Not only him, but even the Moby DK, which was at the most fixed point of the iceberg, disappeared at the fixed point of the iceberg. When people found them again, the Moby DK was already sitting at the gate of the marine headquarters. Advertisement and the lava fist falling from the sky exploded almost at the same time. It turned into a little bit of starlight in an instant, and disappeared into this piece of heaven and earth. What happened? At this moment, even Whitebeard, who has experienced many battles, is at a loss. Spatial displacement ability? Who would be the person with such abilities? Whitebeard guessed Mo Xiaobai immediately. Could it be Mo Xiaobai? What exactly does he want to do? Is he an enemy or a friend? Countless questions suddenly appeared in Whitebeard's mind. Sengoku. Hand over Ace. Your father really deserves to be your father. The horrified expression disappeared in a second. He spoke to Sengoku in a low voice. Whitebeard, stop dreaming. Ace must die today. In the name of justice, kill these pirates. With Sengoku's order, it's like a slap in the face. Waking up, all the marine soldiers were stunned by the shock. My lord, when shall we act? Seeing that the battle was about to break out, Fujitora couldn't help asking. Uncle Rayleigh, who do you think I should help? To be honest, Mo Xiaobai hasn't figured it out yet. Should he hit Whitebeard first, or let Marine rub against the ground first? Brother Bai, you are giving me a problem. At this juncture, the scale of who they help win will be tilted towards that side. Rayleigh was also a little helpless. This kind of choice was the thing that bothered him the most. Then let's watch a good show first. Anyway, Qian Li's is going on for a while, and they can't tell the winner. However, I saw an old acquaintance. Mo Xiaobai's gaze turned to where Hawkeye was. At this moment, Shichibukai is also full of staff. Following Mo Xiaobai's gaze, Doflamingo and Blackbeard were standing beside Hawkeye. Blackbeard? Why is he here? Rayleigh also saw Blackbeard standing beside Hawkeye. What's so strange about that? That shameless Blackbeard must have come here in the name of Doflamingo. While speaking, a gleam flashed in Mo Xiaobai's eyes. There, I thought of an interesting thing. Chapter 68. The higher the ranking, the richer the reward. Advertisement. Mo Xiaobai really has a lot of ghost ideas. Doflamingo and Blackbeard, he didn't like either of them. You said, the Whitebeard pirates haven't launched a general attack yet, and the 7 warlords of the sea will have an internal fight first. What do you think? Mo Xiaobai smiled and asked Rayleigh and the two beside the voice. Brother Bai, do whatever you like, I'll wait for your order. Rayleigh is also smiling. He knows Mo Xiaobai very well, and the team battle is so strong that it is unimaginable. However, his mischievous heart has not changed at all for so many years. Immediately, Mo Xiaobai raised his right hand and snapped his fingers. When everyone present did not react, above the sky, it suddenly dimmed and the dark clouds condensed. A series of extremely terrifying lightning arcs stirred continuously in the dark clouds. Boom! With a violent thunderclap falling, together, the sky thunder instantly struck down. That's right, the target of the thunder attack is Doflamingo. Feeling that thunder seemed to come from me, Doflamingo, his brows were furrowed tightly, and a flash was enough. 927. This thunder is no stranger to him. The next moment, a sense of panic sprouted in his heart. He didn't expect that Mo Xiaobai was also in the marine headquarters at the moment. He didn't even expect that Mo Xiaobai would actually attack himself. This is the marine headquarters. His identity is 7 warlords of the sea, and he came here at the invitation of the world government. Mo Xiaobai is absolutely right, dared to attack him here. Doflamingo thought so. However, something happened that surprised him the next moment. Hawkeye, who had been silent all this time, swung the knife at him. Along the way, green scream light came out violently from the black knife in Hawkeye's hand. Yee. Doflamingo snorted coldly, rolled to the side, dodging Hawkeye's attack in embarrassment. Hawkeye, what do you want? Advertisement, could it be that your daughter-in-law violated the meaning of the world government? Doflamingo, a little annoyed, he never thought that Hawkeye would shoot him. However, the next second he heard a rustling sound behind him. He just knew that his situation was not good right now. Desert Sword. Clock Doll's voice fell into his pocket. Whoosh! His body was split in half by Clock Doll. This is his avatar again. What do you guys want to do? I really hope I didn't offend you. Doflamingo said to them angrily, with blue veins on his forehead. However, before he finished speaking, a beautiful figure appeared in front of his eyes. The Empress, Boa Hancock, kicked towards his face. Boom! Doflamingo, unavoidable, was kicked flying by the Empress Boa Hancock. Like a shell, it directly crashed into the distant building. At this moment, Rayleigh, who was hiding in the distance, was instantly stunned. Brother Bai, don't tell me that the Empress Boa Hancock is also one of us. He already knew the identities of Hawkeye and Clock Doll, so he was not surprised at all that they wanted to attack Doflamingo. However, he was a little surprised that Empress Boa Hancock also attacked Doflamingo. Ha ha ha. Uncle Rayleigh, you guessed it all, there is no surprise at all. I'm so disappointed. Mo Xiaobai smiled awkwardly, and he never thought that Hancock probably didn't know the identities of the Hawkeyes. But she also attacked Doflamingo. Perhaps, it's just purely to see him unhappy now. But then I thought, since this is already the case, there is nothing to hide, CED. Just told Rayleigh all about it. Brother Bai, I'm really speechless. I've been with you for more than 10 years, why didn't I notice it at all? When did you recruit these people? Rayleigh also felt a little helpless. Could it be that his powers of observation had deteriorated so much with age? Advertisement, Shichibukai, nearly half of them are our people. I'm even more looking forward to this sailing team battle list, which ranking we can occupy. I have to admit that anyone's resistance to the Nautical Gold List is almost zero. Even if Rayleigh exists, he will always pay attention to the announcement of the HNA Gold List. Boom. 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 This is, a muffled sound came from the sky, interrupting the people who were fighting at the moment. Feeling the gold light from the bronze monument, everyone present stopped moving. At this time, on the bronze monument, lines of golden characters emerged. Team Battle Leaderboard, 9th place. Blackbeard Pirates, all members will be rewarded with Advanced Potion 2. Team Battle Leaderboard, 8th place. Big Mom Pirates, all members will be rewarded with Advanced Potion 3. Team Battle Leaderboard, 7th place. Revolutionary Army, all members will be rewarded with Advanced Potion 4. At this moment, the entire nautical world was once again a sensation. Those who are always paying attention to the bronze monument have a panoramic view of everything that happened just now. When he saw the prizes on the leaderboard, he was stunned. They are all strengthening potions, and according to the current distribution, every seat higher in the ranking will get more rewards. In this way, the stronger the forces, the more powerful they will become over time. Moreover, as far as the rewards of this leaderboard are concerned, the advantage of the faction with the larger number of people is more obvious in this respect. It's a lie. Many people still can't believe it. If all this is true, no matter what, just join the pirate group on the list. That's equivalent to getting the rewards of the previously announced personal leaderboards. Even the rankings are not low. Big Mom Pirates, don't even think about it. I heard that Big Mom has a weird temper. Don't be careless when the time comes. The rewards are not mixed. I have to take my own life into it. You're right. We're still waiting. After all the rankings are announced, it's more appropriate to choose which side to join. After all, the higher the ranking, the reward is annihilation. At this moment, those who are still free are all looking forward to the announcement of this list soon, so that they can choose which side to join. Chapter 69 Concubine, can't help but want to beat. Advertisement, Mahawk, Hancock, Locke, what the hell are you doing? Sengoku, who was on top of the Marine headquarters building, burst into laughter when he saw the three of them attacking Doflamingo. Hearing this, all three of them raised their heads and glanced at Sengoku, but did not answer his question. I hate this person so much, I can't help it, I can't help but want to beat him up when I see his face. Boa Hancock, tilting his head back, stretched out his finger and pointed at the building that Doflamingo was flying to. Hearing this, Sengoku held his forehead and shook his head helplessly. Indeed, Doflamingo's face does look slapped, however, the other three shot at him at the same time, is it all a coincidence? Sengoku is also a little unsure, is Doflamingo disgusting to this extent? Don't forget, what is the purpose of the world government calling you here? Next, please clarify the current situation and your own identities. Things have already happened, and Sengoku doesn't intend to pursue anything further, besides, now is not the time to blame them. But what happened next made him deeply doubt that Shichibukai came here to support Marine or watch a show. Solved, after Doflamingo, the few of them seemed to have greeted in advance, and none of them made any further actions. It's as if they came to watch a play, ha ha ha. Sengoku, eat yourself up, Whitebeard laughed when he saw Shichibukai ignoring him. Isle of White Clay Baldigo Revolutionary Army Headquarters. Wearing a dark green coat, a man with a red square tattoo on his left cheek is looking up at the sky. Gaze upon this bronze monument appearing in the ranks at this time. He is really the leader of the Revolutionary Army, Monkey D. Dragon. The robe dances lightly under the prestige. The prestige blows his hair, and under the reflection of the afterglow, he looks a little fierce. Team Battle Leaderboard. This can be said to be the Team Battle Power Ranking, which is a good thing for us. In this way, with the help of the Combat Power Rankings, we can continue to grow people in the team. Long Zai's voice was rich, but also slightly hoarse, which seemed extremely vicissitudes. He's right that the Revolutionary Army personnel are scattered in every corner of the nautical world. Improving the basic combat power of the personnel will play a decisive role in the future when wars break out. Tread, tread. Tread, tread. Advertisement. Just as Long was thinking secretly, there was the sound of brisk footsteps behind him. Leader. Tomorrow is the day when Portgas d'Ace will be publicly executed at the Marine headquarters. Do we need to take action? Looking at the reputation, Sabo is like a ghost at this time, and he does not know when he appeared behind the dragon. Waves of blonde hair fluttering in the wind, he always has a smile on his face. Hey, my old man is always so worrying. For Portgas d'Ace, we can't do anything about this matter. Long's tone was very calm, but there was a hint of helplessness. The leader? Why, we are not afraid of them at all. Sabo doesn't seem to know Ace's true identity yet. Ace, he's Roger's son. What? Ace turned out to be Roger's son. Hearing this information, Sabo was stunned in place for an instant, muttering to himself. But, no matter what the leader's status is, he is my brother and Luffy's brother, I'm going to save him. Sabo said with a serious expression. Hey, Sabo, you need to know what Roger's son means to the entire nautical world, and why the world government signaled to publicly execute him. Have you ever thought about it? Monkey D. Dragon sighed, stood up and patted his shoulder and said. Sabo didn't speak, just looked at the dragon quietly. Come alive. However, the next moment Long left this sentence and turned his back. He is very clear about what kind of person Sabo is. If he is not allowed to go, he will live in self-blame all his life. However, letting him go is inconsistent with the current development of the Revolutionary Army. As the leader of the Revolutionary Army, he must not be carried away by emotion, and everything must be focused on the overall situation. No way, the Revolutionary Army couldn't give him any support on this matter, so Sabo could only go alone. Thank you, leader. Hearing this, Sabo was overjoyed, bowed to the dragon's back, and then rushed towards the Marine headquarters without stopping. Jingling. Meanwhile, Marine headquarters is in chaos. Asking for flowers. There is a sense of oppression brought about by war everywhere. Little ones, sleep for me. Advertisement, father, I will open the way for you. Quick. Push forward at full speed and make way for dad. For a moment, the sound of explosions and the scuffling of weapons kept echoing over the Marine headquarters. Daddy. At this moment, several executioners, pressing Ace, slowly stepped onto the execution platform. Ace, who was kneeling on the high platform, saw the people fighting not far away, and shouted hysterically. Daddy. Seeing Ace, who was being imprisoned on the execution platform, everyone stopped their movements one after another. The appearance of Ace means that the execution time is not far away. This made the atmosphere in the Marine headquarters instantly tense. Zero, the Whitebeard pirates may launch a general attack in the next second. As a righteous Marine, how can she shrink back in the face of crime? We must not let the pirates go any further. This is Sengoku's order for a final counterattack. As long as you persist for a while, it will be fine for a while, and the time for execution is coming soon. As long as Ace dies, this war will directly end. Here, Marine Admiral Sengoku's voice. The Marine soldiers in the middle of the battlefield seemed to have been beaten with chicken blood. Launched a fierce attack towards the pirates in front of him. Damn pirates, I will tear you apart, shining clash. Boom. There was a loud noise. Diamond Joes, whose whole body was like a huge diamond, rushed towards Marine blocking in front. Time is running out and cannot be delayed by Marine. Don't fight for a quick fix. A voice came from the sky. In the middle, Marco, who was covered in blue flames, quickly flew towards the execution platform where Ace was. A light and shadow blocked his way. Both of them kicked towards each other in an instant. Kizaru. Marco saw the person coming. Seriousness also flashed a touch of solemnity. Chapter 70. Everyone shocked. Advertisement. Next moment. There were bursts of exclamations from the entire Marine headquarters square. Kizaru, Admiral, and Marco, the captain of the Whitebeard pirates, collided head-on. Marco boy, don't even think about stepping in here again. Kizaru looked at Marco with a lazy face and said. Marco, who was resisted, looked solemn, staring blankly at Kizaru standing in front of him. He is not afraid of Kizaru's attack. He is rewarded with the supernatural skill high-speed regeneration. However, if he wants to easily come to the position where Ace is, it will not be an easy task. Tianyi Yunjian. The next moment, a golden light flashed in Kizaru's hand, and a weapon appeared in his hand. This is exactly the reward given to him by the Nautical Gold List, the Heavenly Industry Cloud Sword, the 11th ranked weapon Wood Expulsion, and the Peerless Sword. In an instant, golden lights of 457 flickered, and he took the lead in attacking Marco again. Marco boy, this is the end. Kizaru's figure appeared above Marco's head, and he slashed at him fiercely with a sword. Ding! There was a crisp impact sound. At this moment, a black shadow quickly passed by Marco, blocking his predecessor. Vista. After seeing the appearance of the two of them clearly, Marco shouted excitedly. Marco, go and clear the road for Dad, Kizaru taught me. Said to Marco with a smile on his face. Yo, captain of the 5th Division. Foil, Vista. Seeing that someone blocked his attack, Huang Yuan also said in surprise. Perusalino, let me see how far your Marine's strongest combat power has reached. The corner of Vista's mouth raised a slight arc and said to him. Call out. Call out. The next moment, Kizaru's body flashed at the speed of light around Vista. Every time his figure appeared, Vista launched an attack. Boom. After aligning the knife again, Vista's figure slid a few meters backwards. Rondo, immediately, he jumped into the air and swung his dual swords at the same time, releasing a large number of red rose petals at Kizaru. Watching the petals drifting away, Kizaru put his hands on his chest, and a golden light mirror appeared on his chest. 8-foot Chonguyu. In an instant, countless dazzling light bullets shot the petals falling in the air from the light mirror in front of him. Advertisement. Boom. Boom. Mo Xiaobai, who was watching this scene in the dark, opened his mouth in surprise. Seeing this picture, he couldn't help but want to laugh. This picture seemed familiar. However, this scene fell into the eyes of the Marines. In an instant, their Tenshi were pushed to the climax. Kill, with Kizaru Admiral, we are invincible. Fire. Fire. Destroy all these damned pirates. Boom. Stupid pirates, surrender and admit defeat. The Marine headquarters has the strongest combat power, and it is finally time to get serious. Facing such intensive firepower from Marine, with Marine Admiral's participation in the battle, the advanced speed of the Whitebeard pirates was significantly suppressed. How to do? Marine's firepower is too fierce, we can't get close at all. Some common pirates in the Whitebeard pirate group felt a little anxiety in their hearts at this moment. Compared with the Marine side, Tianchi is obviously inferior. Seeing the attacking cannon, Whitebeard's eyes froze, and White's ball of light emerged on his fist, punching towards the incoming shell. In an instant, even the air became somewhat distorted. The shells seemed to be under some kind of great pressure in the air. Boom. Boom. There were loud explosions. All the shells in the air exploded in the air like fireworks. It's Dad who made the move. Kill. Get rid of these bastards, let Ace take them home. Come on, make way for Dad. Kill. With a sound, the deafening sound of the phoenix sounded. Kill. Deafening shouts sounded instantly. Damn pirates. See the pirates pouring into the Marine headquarters square at this moment. Akainu, fists creaked. The next moment, Akainu's hands turned into hot magma. Advertisement, meteor volcano. A huge lava fist was launched into the air, and then the magma fists fell from the sky like a meteor shower. In an instant, the land where the magma fist fell turned into a sea of lava. The scorching magma instantly turned the pirates who were hit by the magma fist into ashes. Horrible. Now everyone is staring at this scene in a daze. Stop it, Whitebeard. Your time is over. Akainu's voice resounded in everyone's ears. Execute immediately. Portgas D. Ace is executed. Almost at the same time, Sengoku issued an execution order for Ace's execution. Damn, this Sengoku, you are flustered, right? Whitebeard hasn't been defeated yet, so you are in such a hurry to kill Ace. Hearing this, Mo Xiaobai, who was watching the live broadcast, couldn't help but swear. In the next second, Mo Bai's figure disappeared in place. No way, I can't watch the live broadcast, but if today's protagonist disappears, I'll see what you will do next. The space ability is displayed, and there is a strange energy fluctuation between them. Kneeling on the execution platform, Ace suddenly disappeared from the general's field of vision. What? Where are people? Ace? The next moment, everyone was stunned in place. The chaotic battlefield also became quiet at this moment. Today is the public execution of the son of the former One Piece Roger, which is of great significance. The top leaders of the world government are paying attention to all this, but the person who is about to be executed has disappeared. Like a thunderbolt from the blue, the senior management of the Marine headquarters was instantly given 4.9. Where's Portgas D. Ace? Can anyone tell me what happened? Sengoku couldn't sit still anymore, and quickly came to the execution platform where Ace disappeared just now. Grabbing, the two executioners guarding Ace asked loudly. Yuan. Marshal, we don't know either. Our hands have been pressing Portgas Ace, and we have never left his body. These two mediocre executioners would be damned if they knew how Ace disappeared. When Mo Xiaobai used his space ability, he didn't have the energy range of a light ball like Luo. But there is no sign at all, it just happens in the blink of an eye. Chapter 71 The World's Strongest Man Advertisement. At the same time, Ace himself was stunned by the sudden transformation of the mirror image in front of him. What's going on? Hi, Portgas Ace. Mo Xiaobai leisurely walked up to him and said to him. Where is this place? Who are you and what do you want to do? Ace asked several questions in one breath. Why do you ask so many questions all at once? Should I answer your question first? Mo Xiaobai dragged his chin in thought. Oh, these few questions you ask don't seem to be very important. I don't seem to need to answer you either, but I have a very important question for you. Mo Xiaobai walked in front of him, knelt down and said to him. What is the problem? Ace raised his head and stared at Mo Xiaobai directly, and there was no trace of fear in his eyes. I'd better answer your first question first, boom. Hearing this, Ace didn't knelt down, landed directly on the ground, and smacked his head at Mo Xiaobai. 24 Hey, what are you doing? Although I count you as you were rescued, but you don't need to kowtow to me as soon as you come. Look, this nosebleed is coming out. Mo Xiaobai helped Ace up strangely and said. You, Ace was so angry that he didn't know what to say for a while. This is my space field. You can also understand that this is another space, a space connected to the outside world, but only I can bring it here. While speaking, Mo Xiaobai gave a slight hook, and an invisible force lifted Ace's body up. Hearing what Mo Xiaobai said, Ace also raised his head to observe the surrounding environment. It is indeed exactly the same as the Marine headquarters, but the difference is that everything else in this space is black and white except for them. However, in this space they can indeed see the outside environment. Daddy. The cracks of broken glass in the air are clearly visible. This is the ability of Whitebeard Shock Fruit. Seeing Whitebeard who is fighting Akainu at the moment, Ace has tears in his eyes. At this moment, in this space, although they have no feeling. But he could clearly feel that the Marine headquarters outside was shaking violently. Advertisement. How about it? Watch the live broadcast and have fun. Although the black and white experience is a little bit worse. But you'll just make do with it. While talking, Mo Xiaobai walked behind Ace. Grabbed the seastone handcuffs that bound him. Crack, there was a sound. All the demons of demon fruit power were broken by him with bare hands. What exactly do you want? There is no time to shock Ace. While flexing his wrist, he asked Mo Xiaobai, isn't what I'm doing now obvious enough? Can't you see that I'm here to save you? Mo Xiaobai rolled his eyes at him. Doesn't it mean that he doesn't look like a good person? Let me out, I'm going to help Dad. Seeing the brothers who fought bloody battles with the Marines because of him, Ace was very anxious at the moment. Let you go out? Who have you beaten? You can't beat Kizaru, but I can't beat Aokiji, let alone hate him. You said, I let you go out to die, what else is there for? Mo Xiaobai looked at Ace with disgust and said, but. Although Ace knew that he would not be their opponent, it was impossible for him to watch his brothers fall one by one like this. Ace, let me tell you this, Whitebeard. It's Dad, I'm afraid I won't be able to leave the Marine headquarters safely today. In an instant, this message hit Ace's heart like a bolt from the blue. He just froze in place. For some reason, he felt that the young man in front of him made him unable to have any doubts. People grow old, and Whitebeard is no exception. You should be very clear that his health is about to fail. Ace, slumped on the ground, did not speak, quietly watching all that happened in front of him. It is undeniable that what Mo Xiaobai said is all true. Whitebeard has been on drugs all these years, and he's really dying. Death on the battlefield may be his best affiliation. However, I can promise you that Whitebeard will not die at the hands of Marine, because those bastards are not qualified to kill him. After the words fell, Ace felt his eyes go dark again, and when he opened his eyes, he had already come to the present world. Daddy, it's over, let's go home. Advertisement. Hearing Ace's hysterical yell, Whitebeard smiled. Gu la la la, little ones, all retreat. Whitebeard laughed and gave the final order. Daddy, this is an order. Whitebeard's unmistakable voice sounded again. Earthquake, earthquake. Immediately afterwards, Whitebeard covered the fist of White's spherical halo, and punched the air. A shattered glass crack was clearly visible in the air. Boom. The changes brought about by the earthquake directly divided the Marine headquarters into two parts in an instant. Whitebeard kept their children behind them. Snort. Want to run, is it so easy? Akainu, with a serious flash of death, turned into magma and flew towards Ace's direction. Sakazuki. Your opponent is me. The voice of Whitebeard 613 is so terrifying to Akainu's ears at this moment. Boom. Whitebeard, with his massive body, was directly in the way of Akainu pursuing them. This scene, in Whitebeard's mind, emerged the reward given to him by the Navigation Gold List. Take a snippet of the future, and what will happen today. Most of his head was blasted off by Akainu, and there were two big holes pierced through his chest by Akainu. Now that the future is known, how can Whitebeard let the situation develop according to the original script? Null. In an instant, the white ball of light appeared in Whitebeard's hand, and punched Akainu's head fiercely. Boom! Akainu had no time to dodge. With this punch, Whitebeard didn't hold back his hand at all, and almost used his full strength. Akainu, who recruited heavily, was distorted and deformed throughout. Blood gushed out of his mouth unstoppably. However, Whitebeard isn't planning on giving him a break. He called out, overwhelmed the shock fruit ability, and stomped heavily on Akainu, who was lying on the ground. Just then, a yellow beam shot through Whitebeard's chest. Causing his attack to pause slightly, Akainu, with a violent roll, was able to escape from Whitebeard's attack range. Chapter 72 triggering the Backlight advertisement. At this moment, everyone present was staring at this scene in a daze. Gulu. Too strong, Whitebeard's fight against Akainu is like beating a kid. Seeing what happened just now, everyone present couldn't help swallowing, drooling. However, such thoughts are not limited to them. At this time, even Marine Marshal Sengoku's face was a bit dignified, and his horrified mood could not be calmed down for a long time. Marine's highest combat power, is it so vulnerable in front of this man? Could it be that Marine will suffer a crushing defeat today? But at this moment, a turning point appeared. Whitebeard, suddenly clutching his chest, knelt down on one knee, a mouthful of blood spurting out of his mouth. His body seemed to have reached its limit. At this moment, the reason why he can still erupt such a powerful combat power is all supported by his willpower. Daddy! Daddy! Seeing this scene, the Whitebeard pirates were all worried and shouted. Ace didn't speak. He knew that his father's body could no longer support him. Children, retreat with all your strength immediately. Whitebeard struggled to support his body, and shouted as he watched his lovely children struggling. Thief, ha 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 ha. My chance is coming. Looking at this scene, Blackbeard, who had been hiding in the dark all this time, had light in his eyes. This kid is not picky about food, shock fruit, elemental fruit, space fruit. As long as he can get it, he doesn't care about any of them. However, Blackbeard didn't rush out immediately. His timid character made him extra cautious when facing dangerous things. He wanted to wait until the moment Whitebeard died and come out to pick up a bargain. However, when everyone thought that Whitebeard was about to fall, something happened that made everyone dumbfounded. Whitebeard's skin flushed all over his body, constantly steaming. The whole person looks like a demon god. People with a quick mind can think of it. The Whitebeard Nautical Gold List reward, the skill, Back to the Light, was triggered. This is the expression, and it won't be long before Whitebeard's life is bound to dry up. Advertisement. Ka ka ka. A layer of frost spread rapidly from Whitebeard's feet to his body. Aokiji is trying to control Whitebeard's actions. Crack. In the next second, something that shocked Aokiji happened. A crisp cracking sound sounded, and Whitebeard regarded his ice as nothing, and instantly shattered them all. It can be said that Aokiji's attack only controlled Whitebeard for a second. Not even a second. Empty shock breaking the air. The next moment, I saw a white light group appear on Whitebeard's fist, and threw a direct punch towards Aokiji. Boom. Crack. Crack. One sound, the crisp sound of bones breaking, hit the hearts of everyone present. One of Marine's highest combat powers is about to be instantly killed by Whitebeard again. How to fight? This man is terrifying. What armed color are Marine 6 Style's iron body? Under this man's attack, it won't even have the slightest effect. Whitebeard is not only terrifying in terms of lethality, but can also be said to ignore the existence of defense. Logia is elemental, and doesn't play any role in front of him. At this moment, the Marine soldiers were a little desperate. Don't fight Whitebeard hand to hand. Pin him down from a distance, his time is running out. As long as the skill time is over, he will definitely die. Sengoku's voice seemed to be a slap in the face, and instantly woke up all my Marine personnel present. That's right, quickly, keep away from Whitebeard and consume it remotely. As expected of the resourceful general, Sengoku has formulated the most reasonable battle plan so quickly. It is true that some small guns and cannons cannot cause damage to Whitebeard, but if he is restrained for a second, Whitebeard's life will be wasted for a second. Whitebeard, ignore those Marine bombardments. He has been looking for the figure of Akainu. He knew he was running out of time. The picture of the Nautical Gold List rewards is still vivid in my mind. He had to kill Akainu, although, the plot has changed now. Advertisement Ace may have survived, but he, Whitebeard, was still worried, and he decided to bring this matter to a successful conclusion at the last moment of his life. Only Akainu died, he can rest assured. Whitebeard. What happened to him? He seems to be staring at Akainu Admiral all the time. At this time, many Marine soldiers noticed Whitebeard's strange behavior. Instead of attacking the other Marine soldiers, he kept chasing Akainu and slashing at him. Damn it, Whitebeard, what can I do wrong? You want to cling to me like this? Akainu, who was flying in the air, couldn't figure it out for a while. Others beat you too, but why is the hatred firmly held by yourself? However, a hint of sinister flashed in his eyes immediately. Although Whitebeard's attack power is strong, but his speed is not good. As long as I can keep procrastinating, waiting until Whitebeard runs out of fuel will be the time for Marine to win in an all-round way. Sakazuki. You old dog. At this moment, feeling that his life was passing by, Whitebeard was also a little impatient. If this continues, perhaps he won't be able to catch up with Yan at the moment his life dies. Boom. Whitebeard slammed Kong Yunki heavily on the ground. He took off the coat he was wearing. Clenching fists with both hands, the shock fruit ability is instantly covered on both fists. The next moment, he slammed into the air on both sides of his body. Crack. Crack. There was a sound of glass breaking. Ah, Run, Whitebeard is going to destroy this place. Quick! Get out of here! The marine soldiers, who were originally orderly, suddenly panicked at this moment. The ground of the entire marine headquarters collapsed, and countless marine soldiers fell into the cracks. Looking at this scene, Sengoku looked serious, but he couldn't do anything. Wild beasts are scary, but a mad beast is even more palpitating. Chapter 73 The Battle of the Century Advertisement. However, at this moment, the originally collapsed ground. Suddenly, at a speed visible to the naked eye, in an instant, it was covered again. How is this going? Seeing this scene happening, everyone present was dumbfounded. What kind of operation is this? The collapsed ground has been filled again. See, the original marine headquarters building has disappeared. In its place was a much wider field. Whitebeard stood alone in the center of the square, as if he was meeting his opponent's challenge. Sure enough, under the watchful eyes of everyone, a young man walked slowly towards Whitebeard. He did not take a step, his body was teleported for a while. Distance. Gu la 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 la, boy, you did all that just now. Seeing the appearance of Xiaobai, Whitebeard smiled and said, Master Whitebeard has good eyesight, how can I fool you with such a small trick? Yes, I did it. Xiaobai smiled and arched his hands towards him, and replied with a smile. Ace, I didn't nod, no one can touch him. Then, Xiaobai continued with 933 again. But these words fell into the ears of the marine present, and immediately caused a burst of dissatisfaction. Boy, who do you think you are? Even the 4 emperors wouldn't have the guts to say that. Are you looking for death? However, Xiaobai ignored the dissatisfaction of the marines, but continued to talk to Whitebeard in a small voice. Master Whitebeard, come to a contest. Gu la 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 la. Good. Hearing this, Whitebeard laughed out loud and readily agreed. His wish has been fulfilled. For some reason, he was convinced that the boy in front of him. Since he said that Ace is fine, Ace must be fine. As the words fell, Whitebeard held Kong Yunki tightly behind him with one hand, and quickly ran towards Xiaobai. Wow. Advertisement. Who is that boy? Whitebeard, take the initiative to attack a junior. The countless people present were also a little surprised. What a Whitebeard, even if he's running out of time. However, his pride would never, allow him to take the lead in attacking a junior. However, at this moment he did so. This made everyone present have to pay attention to the boy who was facing Whitebeard at the moment. Can't see clearly? Why, I feel like I can't see his face clearly. How is this possible? That boy actually gave me a kind of. All the marine soldiers present didn't know how to express this strange feeling. This is the coercion of the king, a kind of majesty that people dare not look directly at. Call, this boy. Sengoku stopped mid-sentence. He stared blankly at the 2 people in front of him. Boom. Whitebeard held Kong Yunki tightly, Shockfruit's ability covered the blade, and slashed towards Xiaobai fiercely. That power is much stronger than before. Whitebeard, you didn't hold back anything. Garp folded his hands on his chest and murmured. But in the next second, the picture they guessed in their hearts did not appear. Xiaobai, the demon sword village is appearing in his hand. No matter whether it is a marine or pirate present, the katana sword in his hand suddenly buzzes. Demon sword Muramasa. That boy is holding the demon sword Muramasa. Ho, I didn't expect that boy to be Xiaobai. Sengoku's face was serious. He never thought. I didn't expect Xiaoyu to be exposed to the eyes of the world in this way. Today, we must not miss the opportunity to recruit this person. In the end, Sengoku also secretly made a decision. He believes that since Xiaobai will come out to stop Whitebeard, there is a great possibility that he has a good impression of Marine. It's really exciting. Advertisement: the double leader of the Nautical Gold List, a contest with the man who is known as the strongest man in the world. This duel is only this time, and there will never be a chance to see it again in the future. Perhaps, this is the exchange of the throne on top of the world. The moment Xiaobai sacrificed the demon sword Muramasa, many people present recognized his identity. The kind that would resonate with Wandao, besides the top weapon list, Yaodao Muramasa, what else would it be? Brother Rayleigh, I don't know what you think of this battle. Fujitora also felt the aura generated by the confrontation between Xiaobai and Whitebeard, and asked Rayleigh beside him. Don't look at little brother Bai, he usually has an attitude of not caring about anything, but he is so strong that you can't imagine. Although I haven't seen little brother Bai before, I have a feeling that even if you and I fight together, maybe it won't be more than 3 rounds in his hands. Rayleigh, the evaluation of Xiaobai is unimaginably high. If there are other people here at this moment, they will definitely ask back in disbelief, are you kidding me? I also have the same feeling, the Lord gave me an untouchable feeling. They also don't think Whitebeard is Xiaobai's opponent. After finishing speaking, the 2 stopped talking. And Rayleigh glanced at the ruins not far away. Following his gaze, it turned out that the B******* Blackbeard had been hiding here. With a smirk on his face, he didn't know what bad idea he had in mind. However, there is no rush to attack him now. He was a little curious about what this Blackbeard had been hiding here for. Obviously, his place is not a good place to watch the battle. If you are not careful, there is a possibility of being affected by the battle. Boom. The next moment, Rayleigh's conjecture was instantly verified. The moment when the weapons in the hands of Whitebeard and Xiaobai touched each other. Black-Red's energy, centered on the 2 of them, raged out in all directions. All of a sudden, thunder and lightning flashed over the entire square. The dark clouds covered the sun, and the whole world instantly dimmed. Call. Looking at the vision that appeared in the sky at this time, all the people present exclaimed. Just a simple collision can trigger changes in the weather of the heavens and the earth. How strong are the two of them? Chapter 74. The end of the era. Advertisement. Boom. 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 Gu la la la. It's so refreshing, Mo Xiaobai, you really make me so excited. It's a pity that I don't have much time, otherwise I really want to adopt you as my son. Gu la 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 la. Whitebeard made no secret of his admiration for Mo Xiaobai. Boom. There was another loud noise. After the two collided with each other, they slid backward for a few meters and opened the distance. At this time, both Marine and Pirate have forgotten their identities. They all shouted for the two people on the field. It's really too strong. To be able to witness this century war with my own eyes, I will have no regrets in my life. Yeah, someone who can fight Whitebeard one-on-one without losing the wind. In this world, they can't think of anyone else. Red hair? Big Mom? Or Kaido? Or is it Marine hero Garp? But in their hearts, they still felt that Whitebeard would still have the advantage in terms of personal combat power. However, today Mo Xiaobai subverted their long-standing idea. He actually competed with Whitebeard under full strength for a long time without losing the wind. But that's just what those with a common vision have in mind. This falls into the eyes of the powerful Marine Admiral class. It completely gave them a hint of fear. What shocked them was that people all over the world knew that Mo Xiaobai was an elemental fruit ability user. But in the process of fighting Whitebeard, he didn't show his fruit ability at all, but only used swordsmanship and Whitebeard to fight. This shows that Mo Xiaobai did not use all his strength at all. Combining the elemental fruit ability with swordsmanship, Mo Xiaobai's attack will undergo a qualitative change. Chances are Whitebeard won't be his match. At this moment, Sengoku guessed in his mind. Garp. Marine 3 Admiral, 7 Warlords of the Sea. It's all guesswork. Not to mention, Rayleigh, who predicted the outcome long ago. Mo Xiaobai, this sea will be yours from now on. Whitebeard, there is no plan to continue to impress the attack, there is no need to show. His time is running out. Even if he wins, so what, he will leave eventually. Advertisement, Master Whitebeard, thanks to you. Mo Xiaobai saw that Whitebeard sat down cross-legged, and he also sat where he was. Gu la la la, Mo Xiaobai, the old man has something to ask, do you know if you can agree? As soon as Whitebeard's words came out, there was an instant uproar. What? Whitebeard begged Mo Xiaobai. What's the situation? Damn it, Whitebeard, the most rebellious man, begging someone else to do something for him. Asterisk 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 asterisk. I don't know what Mr. Whitebeard is talking about. If I can do it, I will definitely not refuse. Mo Xiaobai appreciates Whitebeard very much, he really couldn't afford to kill himself. After I'm gone, please take care of the Whitebeard pirates 1 or 2 in the future. While speaking, Whitebeard kowtowed to Mo Xiaobai even though he was sitting cross-legged. However, he is Whitebeard, one of the 4 emperors, the strongest man in the whole world. He actually kowtowed to a brat? Wow, the audience was shocked. Master Whitebeard, you are. Why, being made a fuss by Whitebeard, Mo Xiaobai suddenly felt a little helpless. He is telling the whole world that the Whitebeard pirates have become his own pirates. Master Whitebeard, do you trust your own eyes so much? You are handing over your family to me, don't you worry about looking away? Immediately, Mo Xiaobai said with a slight smile. Gu la 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 la. Although I'm already in my dying years, I haven't reached the point where I'm an old and dim-witted person. The whole series of elemental ability, space ability, and swordsmanship attainments are super fat and refined. If you don't hold your thigh tightly, I think the Whitebeard pirates will be gone in the near future. Whitebeard, unabashedly flattering Mo Xiaobai, there's no way this is the last thing he can do for the children of the Whitebeard pirates. Find an impenetrable safe haven for them. Mr. Whitebeard is really brave. Okay. I promise you. While talking, Mo Xiaobai flipped through it casually, and a huge gourd filled with wine appeared in front of his minister. I heard that Mr. Whitebeard loves to drink. Advertisement. Today, I'll just have a drink with Mr. Whitebeard. At the end of the sentence, Mo Xiaobai raised the wine gourd and drank wildly. Ask for flowers, then, throw the wine bottle to Whitebeard. Seeing this, Whitebeard didn't pretend to be, and picked up the wine gourd and drank it. Good wine. Gu la 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 la. At this moment, the blush on Whitebeard gradually receded. His originally ruddy complexion had now turned a little sallow. It's over, it's finally over. After saying that, Whitebeard closed his eyes. Daddy. Daddy. All the members of the Whitebeard pirates present shouted Whitebeard's name. They widened their eyes angrily, looking fiercely at the direction of the Marine side. At this moment, they blamed Whitebeard's death on Marine. 0. Thief, ha ha ha. Father, you are dead. Shock fruit, it's finally about to fall into my hands. Blackbeard, who was hiding in the dark, was so excited when he saw Whitebeard close his eyes. Marshal D-Teach, you have been squatting here for a long time, are you tired? Mo Xiaobai's meaningless and turbulent voice fell into his ears. Blackbeard felt as if he had been hit by a bolt from the blue, and everyone trembled. You? How did you know I was here? Blackbeard looked at Mo Xiaobai with some surprise. He couldn't believe why Mo Xiaobai knew it was hiding here. Blackbeard, I told you that half of your butt is exposed, and anyone I see can spot you. Hearing Blackbeard's question, Mo Xiaobai almost lost his footing and shook his head helplessly. I really don't know who gave him the confidence, thief, ha ha ha. Since you found out, there is no other way, Mo Xiaobai, we don't have any holidays, or you just pretend you didn't see me, I still have some things to do. After finishing speaking, Blackbeard whistled and tiptoed towards Whitebeard's body. All this scene fell into Mo Xiaobai's eyes. He is a little stunned now. Blackbeard is so smart, he even has some doubts. How Blackbeard got on board Whitebeard, Chapter 75. Advertisement, Blackbeard, I advise you not to touch Whitebeard's body. Mo Xiaobai's icy voice sounded behind Blackbeard. Mo Xiaobai, Whitebeard has nothing to do with you, and it has nothing to do with you now that he is dead. Don't look for trouble. Blackbeard was a little anxious. The duck with its mouth full could still fly. Shock fruit, I won't let you. Give up your heart. Today I don't want to kill anyone. I'll give you 3 seconds to disappear before my eyes. While talking, Mo Xiaobai took a look and ignored the members of the Whitebeard pirates that they would not care about. What? Shock fruit, I can't understand what you are talking about. At this moment, Blackbeard still wants to play dumb. He is very confident. No one can imagine that he can devour other people's fruit ability. I'm too lazy to tell you more. While speaking, Mo, 653. Xiaobai waved his hand, and Whitebeard's body flew in the direction of Marco and the others. Marco, I promise the old man that I will take care of you 1 or 2 in the future. Take his body back first, and I'll come to you after I finish what I'm doing. While speaking, Mo Xiaobai raised his hand towards Blackbeard. The next moment, Blackbeard felt that the air around him was being squeezed rapidly. He felt that every cell in his body was being squeezed infinitely. Why would you? Compressed air, which is what the Whitebeard shock fruit does when it's shot. He couldn't be more familiar with it, but Mo Xiaobai also has the same ability. Could it be that there is another person in this world who can devour other people's fruit ability like him? Blackbeard, for an ant like you, I'm not interested in killing you. But your face dangles in front of my eyes again and again. While speaking, on the palm of Mo Xiaobai, a trace of lightning power has appeared. Don't bother you, I will disappear immediately. Seeing this, Blackbeard immediately showed weakness and ran to the side in a desperate manner. There is also a limit to playing stupid, and it is obvious that playing stupid can't be tolerated in Mo Xiaobai's hands. Hunting down the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates, don't let them leave here alone. Just then, Marine Marshal Sengoku gave the order to pursue. Sengoku, you are not giving face. Hearing Sengoku gave the order to pursue, Mo Xiaobai frowned, and his expression darkened instantly, said towards Sengoku. His voice was not loud, but it just fell into the ears of all the Marines present. Mo Xiaobai, it's my Marine's bounden duty to fight against crime, please don't intervene. Sengoku's tone was still polite. Advertisement, snort. Marine? Fighting crime? Ha ha ha, don't you know what good things the world government has done these years? Marine is just a tool for the world government to clear obstacles. And you are still arrogant, ha ha ha, I laughed so hard. Contempt, naked contempt. Mo Xiaobai doesn't care about Marine and world government at all. On the opposite side of the Whitebeard pirates, the strength of the Marine headquarters can be said to be exhausted. Aokiji, Akainu has been seriously injured by Whitebeard and is out of combat power. Marine 3 Admiral, only Kizaru is left, and he still has the power to fight. Once Mo Xiaobai said this, the scene became a little awkward in an instant. Mo Xiaobai, don't forget that this is the Marine headquarters. No matter how strong you are, it's of no use. Do you think you can stand alone against the power of the world government and the Marine headquarters? Sengoku was calm when he said these words, but his heart was beating a drum. He always felt that Mo Xiaobai would not look so simple. However, the Marine's face cannot be destroyed, and the world government's face cannot be trampled on. Sengoku. Good to see you. At this moment, Rayleigh appeared beside Mo Xiaobai and said to Sengoku. If Marine wants to fight, I will let me experience it. Fujitora, appearing right behind Rayleigh, ha ha ha. Do you think the 3 of you can compete against Shichibukai in our Marine headquarters? Seeing that there are only 3 people around Mo Xiaobai at the moment, Sengoku also looks down on them. Although, Pluton Rayleigh is also among them, but he is old after all. Oh really? You mean you want to bully the few with more? Mo Xiaobai looked at Sengoku, who was slowly gaining confidence, and said with a smile. How dare you be disrespectful to your superior? Then, I won't hold back any more from you. As the words fell, the samurai sword in Fujitora's hand opened and closed. A series of blue apertures flew high into the sky. After a while, something happened that made everyone click their tongues. A meteorite fell rapidly towards their position. What? Advertisement, meteorite. How can it be? At this moment, everyone present was a little confused. Is this a fight? Is this a war between humans? Whitebeard's ability has made them a little scared, but now it's all over again. This world. What the hell is going on? Am I dreaming? Call out. The meteorite fell rapidly towards Sengoku's position. Sengoku looked dignified. He was not calm. If such a meteorite hits the Marine headquarters. Don't talk about other things. Just say that everyone here will be crushed into scum in an instant. Laser. At this time, a beam of gold quickly impacted towards the meteorite. Boom. There was a loud noise. The meteorite exploded. Countless huge meteorite fragments fell from the sky. Boom. Boom. Asterisk 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 asterisk. Hawkeye 3.4, where are you going? Sorry, I have no obligation to help you Marine. Hawkeye, with a gloomy tone, didn't save Sengoku a bit of face. K-Lock Doll. Hancock. You, Sengoku didn't expect that when he and Mo Xiaobai expressed their position, all the people in Shichibukai chose to retreat. Losing such a powerful combat power of Shichibukai, he was really undecided at this time. Could it be that I, the old bone, still need to come out to fight? At this moment, an extremely reliable voice sounded beside him. Garp. You. Sengoku didn't expect that Garp would stand up at this critical moment. Chapter 76 The Buddha's Sengoku. Advertisement just when the swords between Marine and Mo Xiaobai were on the verge of tension. A loud noise resounded through the sky. Like a dose of medicine, it temporarily mediates the dispute between the two parties at this time. Everyone will feel the violent shaking of the starry sky. Boom. Boom. Bronze monument, full of light. The next moment, a few large characters shining with this dazzling golden light appeared in front of everyone. Team Battle Leaderboard, 6th place. Red Hair Pirates, all members will be rewarded with Advanced Potion 5. Team Battle Leaderboard, 5th place. Beast Thieves Group, all members will be rewarded with Ultimate Strengthening Potion 1. Team Battle Leaderboard, 4th place. Whitebeard Thieves Group, all members reward the Ultimate Strengthening Potion 2 Factory. Team Battle Leaderboard, 3rd place. Marine Headquarters, all members will be rewarded with Ultimate Strengthening Potion 3. This scene, in the eyes of the people in the world, is full of doubts and shocks. Besides, there is more Schadenfreude. Entering the top 5 is actually a reward, the Ultimate Strengthening Potion. 24. Hey, every promotion after the top 5 is a qualitative leap. The 3rd place has already been rewarded, 3 bottles of Ultimate Potion. That being said, the 2nd place is at least 4 bottles, or a more heaven-defying team reward. Haha. This is interesting, Marine Headquarters is actually ranked 3rd. I don't know how the pirates will feel when they see this scene. What do you think? I think they want to be professional. 3 bottles of Ultimate Strengthening Potion per person. After today, I think the good days of pirates will come to an end. Now, where should Sengoku hide in the corner? Let's have fun. What with what? Don't you even read the news? The Marine Headquarters is now publicly executing Ace, the captain of the 2nd Division of the Whitebeard Pirates. Sengoku is busy right now, no time to pay attention to these. Didn't you say the execution was public? Why wasn't there a live broadcast? A moment after the Navigation Gold List was announced, the corresponding rewards appeared in the hands of the winners out of thin air. Each of the Marine soldiers looked at the glass bottle containing the red potion in their hands, feeling extremely excited in their hearts. This also said to the entire Marine, their combat power is also a qualitative leap. Advertisement, ha ha ha, the Nautical Gold List is as good as Shiger. Mo Xiaobai, I don't know if the current Marine Headquarters is in your eyes. Seeing Sengoku's frightened look, Mo Bai really wanted to slap him. It has to be said that all Marine members took 3 bottles of Ultimate Strengthening Potion, which is really not to be underestimated. Previously, the Marine combat power had a very high slope. The combat power of the common Marine soldiers, let alone Admiral, and even the difference between the general captains was not just a little bit. These Marine soldiers even use them as cannon fodder. Because, they can't even cause a little harm to anyone. But, it's different now. After these 3 bottles of Ultimate Strengthening Potions, their combat power has all crossed a dimension. With the power of one stop, Marine Headquarters is only ranked 3rd? In this way, I didn't expect that there are several forces in the nautical world that are more powerful than the Marine Headquarters. Could it be the power of pirates? Pirates? I don't think it's possible. The 4 Emperor's pirates are all on the list. In this nautical world, which pirate group can produce around 4 emperors? No, in this way, is it the world government side? If that's the case, then you're still playing balls. A cat catches a mouse. If the cat becomes a tiger, can't this story be called a cat catching a mouse? Many pirate groups are desperate. If a common Marine soldier can take them down, will they survive? Obviously, the answer is yes. Sengoku, I really hate the way you Marines play around with the wind. Since you feel that the Marine Headquarters battle strength is strong enough, then let's fight. Next, let me be your opponent. While speaking, an invisible haki violently poured out of Mo Xiaobai's body. The strongest conqueror's haki is not just a bluff. In an instant, all the Marine soldiers present felt the blood surge in their bodies, and a mouthful of blood spurted out from their mouths. Sengoku, you are confident in the strength of the Marine Headquarters. It's a pity that you are too confident. While speaking, a group of purple flames rose slowly in Mo Xiaobai's hands. Advertisement, aren't you always curious about the power of my elemental fruit? Today I will let you get your wish. As the words fell, the purple flame danced in Mo Xiaobai's hands like a long whip. Damn, I didn't expect that flames can be used like this. Ace, who was about to sail away, was shocked when he saw Mo Xiaobai's technique. This seems to have exceeded his understanding of the use of fruit abilities. Papa. Every time the flame whip touches a few people, a bunch of purple flames will instantly ignite on those people. If he is not saved in time, he will be burned to ashes after a few seconds. This child can't stay. Sengoku had already made a secret decision in his heart. If Mo Xiaobai is allowed to leave now, let alone whether he will be found in the future. Even if you find him, what can 850 Marine do with him? This is already possible in the Marine Headquarters, and it is even more impossible for Marine to be his opponent outside. The next moment, Sengoku took off the overcoat he was wearing. Showing a muscular figure, I have to admit that at this age, his figure is not inferior to the younger generation at all. Is the marshal coming to fight in person? It's been a long time since the marshal made a move. Mo Xiaobai, you're going to get caught before you put your hands up. Marshal Sengoku did it himself. Have to admit, Sengoku's prestige is still online. Seeing him go out, the momentum of the entire marine soldiers was pulled to a climax. Oh, Buddha's Sengoku. All right, but out of respect for the old and loving the young, Uncle Lei, Sengoku is for you. While speaking, Mo Xiaobai flipped through the hand, and the demon sword Muramasa handed it to him. I have to admit that Sengoku's old stuff is still very strong. And there are so many marine soldiers covering him. It is not a simple matter to solve him. The demon sword Muramasa can improve Rayleigh's combat power a lot. Chapter 77 Advertisement, Brother Bai, thanks to you, you still think about my old bones, and I still have the power to fight. Rayleigh, the result is the demon sword Muramasa. In the next second, his eyes became sharp, whoosh. Rayleigh's figure instantly disappeared in place. When people caught his figure again, he had already appeared in front of Sengoku, slashing at him fiercely. Boom. There was a muffled sound, just as people have not recovered from the shock. The two rivals from the last century have already started fighting. Rayleigh, with a sharp knife, was blocked by Sengoku's huge fist. Ding! Ding! There were several stabs in succession, all of which were also blocked by Sengoku. Blocked. Facing the attack of Pluton Rayleigh, the marshal has all arrived. Sengoku, you are still going strong. Rayleigh was also a little surprised. He didn't expect his attack to be resisted so easily by Sengoku. Rayleigh, it seems that time is not forgiving, you have become weaker. While speaking, Sengoku counterattacked, covering Armament Hockey's fist and blasting towards Rayleigh. Boom. But next second, a scene that shocked Marine present appeared. Originally, they thought Sengoku had gained the upper hand. But his huge fist was blocked by Rayleigh's katana. Don't move like a mountain. Rayleigh looked a little thin, standing in place, not shaken by Sengoku's punch, and his footsteps did not move the slightest. Block, block? A group of Marines looked at each other with shock. Marshal Sengoku's powerful punch, it was blocked so easily? Dropping the punch, Rayleigh and Sengoku exchanged glances. Marshal Marine, is this the only level? If it's just like this, then I'm a little disappointed. Rayleigh, you can't be proud. Sengoku was a little annoyed. The next moment, his whole body gradually began to change. From the appearance of a human being nearly 3 meters high, it turned into a gold Buddha about tens of meters high. This is Sengoku Devil Fruit ability, Buddha form. Advertisement turning into a golden Buddha, regardless of defense, strength, speed, etc., is many times higher than that of a common human being. The entire body of the Buddha is covered with a layer of gold hockey. Marshal Sengoku is getting serious. Transformed into the form of a big Buddha, it is conceivable that Sengoku is not going to keep his hands. Boom. The gold Buddha raised his foot fiercely and stomped heavily on Rayleigh's position. The huge impact left a huge crater on the ground and gravel splashed everywhere. Oh, in the form of a Buddha, I'm planning to be serious. Rayleigh narrowed his eyes slightly, no big mood swings. Armament hockey began to wrap around the blade. In an instant, a layer of black coating quickly began to spread, covering the entire samurai sword. However, Rayleigh's action did not end there. The next moment, another layer of unspeakable energy covered the blade. This is the winding of Conqueror's hockey, ho, ho. Seeing this scene, many people present exclaimed. This kind of means, they have never seen before. In other words, at their level, they have never seen it before. Your uncle is indeed your uncle. Rayleigh's control and use of hockey. And not for failing with his age, on the contrary, it has become even more proficient. Sengoku doesn't know how tough your gold hockey is. I'm going to use all my strength. Sengoku, you have to be careful. Rayleigh lowered his voice and slashed at the tall Sengoku. Call out. A formless and transparent sword energy swept towards the great Buddha Sengoku at a high speed. Wherever they passed, a bottomless chasm was opened. Flutter. Bloodline is flying all over the sky, Sengoku's expression suddenly became a little dazed. He stared blankly at his chest, a hideous bloodstain, especially dazzling. His expression became shocked and unbelievable. Rayleigh's knife actually broke through his defense in the form of a Buddha. How can this be? Advertisement Buddha form, but gold hockey wrapped around it. Its defense is self-evident. All around, there was an instant silence. Silence. Countless Marine soldiers swallowed the words that came to their mouths back into their stomachs. He stared blankly at the scene in front of him. They can't imagine. Daibutsu Sengoku was injured unexpectedly, and what hurt him was Rayleigh, a seemingly understated slash. Sengoku, you are getting old. I don't want to kill you now. If you insist on doing it, then I can only say sorry. As soon as the words fell, Rayleigh put away the demon sword Muramasa in his hand. Turn around and walk in the direction where Mo Xiaobai is. In his eyes, there was also a touch of imperceptible horror. Obviously, Rayleigh himself never thought that the weapon in his hand would bring such a high bonus to his attack. Etc. Daibutsu Sengoku's pupils shrank. Staring fixedly at Rayleigh's receding back, he shouted. Just Marine, how can you give in to evil? At this moment, Sengoku was short of breath, and it was obvious that it was almost time for him to cast the Buddha. The reason why he can persist for so long is already thanks to the rewards from the Navigation Gold List. If not, he used to do just one move before, and he would break the Buddha state. Heard, Sengoku said so. Rayleigh, there was only a flash of murderous intent in his eyes. Mo Xiaobai told him before that, now, good Zhao, is not the time to kill Sengoku, but if Sengoku insists on seeking death, then let him go. Watching one by one companions or opponents for half a lifetime fall down. Rayleigh is also a little bit sad, but he has no other choice. If you want to move on, you can only clear all obstacles on the road. With his katana tightly in his hand, Rayleigh turned to stare at Sengoku, the great Buddha. However, at this moment, Sengoku couldn't hold on anymore. Change back to human form. On the white military uniform, it has already been stained red with blood. Sengoku, clutching his chest, stood up with difficulty. The pale lips trembled slightly, he seemed hesitant to speak. Sengoku knew very well that they were defeated, but as the Marine Marshal, he kept telling himself not to bow his head. Chapter 78 Uncle vs. Uncle Advertisement, Sengoku, rest, leave the rest to me. Ha ha ha, Rayleigh, I haven't played with you for so many years. Bring it on. Let me see how many layers of combat power you have left. Just then, Pooh reached out and stopped Sengoku. A stride blocked in front of him. Oh, it's Garp. It's been so many years. Seeing Garp's appearance, Rayleigh greeted him excitedly. Garp and Roger are both enemies and friends, and Roger is even more lonely after his death. This kind of friendship established by killing each other is even more indestructible. As Roger's vice captain, Rayleigh certainly has a lot of dealings with Garp, and the relationship between the two is quite familiar. Really, I miss it so much. There was also an elusive emotion in Garp's eyes. The next moment, Garp's eyes became sharper. Next. Let the battle begin. Garp slowly took off the coat of justice draped over his shoulders. Above the arms a layer of armament hockey in black gradually begins to cover. In the next instant, his arms became pitch black, like jet black jade, but exuded even fiercer coercion. Armament hockey, twine. Next second. Garp and Rayleigh moved almost at the same time of 730. Boom. The whole huge square at this moment, it actually shook violently. Garp, the stalwart figure, charged directly at Rayleigh. Boom. The fist covering armament hockey slammed down on Rayleigh's face. Boom. Almost, in the blink of an eye, Rayleigh raised the katana. It can be seen that the blade of the samurai sword in his hand has been covered with a layer of black armament hockey. It seems that the next one will be between armament hockey. Boom. Boom. Garp's punch was blocked, his face was calm, without any disturbance. Advertisement at the same time, he retracted it because of the fact that the power of the right fist is even more fierce, attacked again towards Rayleigh. There were bursts of piercing sounds. Garp's seemingly random punch turned out to be an explosive sound. Boom. 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 Immediately afterwards, Garp directly fought a set of combined punches. Seeing this, Rayleigh could only choose to use the demon sword Muramasa in his hand to defend. Although, Futura all took Garp's attack, however, after a blink of an eye, he was at a disadvantage. Under Garp's onslaught, Rayleigh could only choose passive defense. Garp. Your fist is still as hard as ever. While the two were fighting, Rayleigh spoke to Garp. Rayleigh, you also surprised me, after all these years, with your use of hockey. There is not even a trace of weakness, not retreating but advancing. After several rounds of fighting, Shuang also had a preliminary understanding of the combat power of the opponent. Ah, fist bone iron fist, Garp snorted, boom. Garp charged up and punched, and both of them slid back several meters. Ha 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 ha. What a joy, Garp laughed loudly, he didn't feel tired at all from the intensity of the attack just now. Garp, you are getting stronger and stronger. Feeling a numbness on the palm, Rayleigh couldn't help but praise Garp. The atmosphere between the two seems so harmonious. It doesn't look like it's a life and death battle at all. It looks even more like old friends are discussing each other. Perhaps this is the sympathy between heroes, however, they have no choice. Marine is bound to obey orders, whatever the world government asks them to do, they cannot go against it. Boom. Immediately afterwards, Garp kicked his feet fiercely and jumped up. He rushed towards the position where Rayleigh was, CEAC. Boom. A loud bang. Garp's fist strikes again like Rayleigh. Advertisement however, the power of this punch is obviously different from before. If you use steel strength to describe Garp's offensive just now, his attack can be described as a combination of hardness and softness. Fist front, restrained. Rayleigh's face became a little more serious, and he covered his armor-colored katana to block Garp's punch. But that terrifying force, Rayleigh thought, could directly destroy his armor at any time. If it wasn't for this weapon, it wouldn't be an ordinary weapon. If it was turned into another weapon, I think it would be wrapped around armament hockey. It will also be broken by Garp's punch. Garp's iron fist is really terrifying. Rayleigh backed away quickly, eyes fixed on Garp, terrified. I have to admit that in the case of one-on-one hard steel, Rayleigh is no match for Garp. But if Garp is like this, arresting Rayleigh, it is also a dream. The next moment, Rayleigh turned his head. He said to Mo Xiaobai who was beside him, Brother Bai, I will return the Yaodao Muramasa to you. If I go any further, I'm afraid that this famous sword will lose the top spot in my hands. Ha ha ha. Uncle Rayleigh, whether it's famous knives or weapons, don't they exist just to draw the blood of the strong? It's not just a weapon, if you break it, you break it. It just means it's not strong enough. Looking at the weapon Rayleigh threw in his hand, Mo Xiaobai smiled and said to Rayleigh, Uncle Rayleigh, this weapon is yours from now on. Just let go of your hands and feet. While speaking, Mo Xiaobai flicked the handle of the knife lightly. Call out. The demon sword, Muramasa, was nailed to Rayleigh's feet in the blink of an eye. Seeing that Mo Xiaobai has already made a decision, Rayleigh is no longer hypocritical. Garp, if you can take this knife from me, I'm lost. Holding it in hand, Yaodao Moonjung said to Garp, who was not far ahead. Hockey, there are also strengths and weaknesses. It does not mean that, using armed colors. Between the two is on the same starting line. With armament hockey, the defenses of terror cannot be harmed. By contrast, Rayleigh armament hockey is powerful, but compared to Garp, it still seems a bit inferior. With every bump, Rayleigh felt the weapon in his hand. It will be broken in the next collision. This feeling is the oppressive feeling that the opponent armament hockey ranks above himself. Chapter 79. I really need a beating. Advertisement. Next moment, Rayleigh stepped on the ground with both feet and jumped high. Then he swooped down quickly towards Garp. Swordland, flash. Rayleigh's eyes narrowed, and he let out a shout. Ding! The crisp sound of metal collision. I saw that the weapon in Rayleigh's hand and Garp covering armament hockey's arm collided. Sparks flew everywhere. Smoke and dust rose everywhere. In the next moment, the smoke and dust instantly engulfed the bodies of the two of them. Who's winning? Everyone present held their breath and stared blankly at the smoke and dust slowly dissipating. Through the smoke, he could vaguely see two figures standing in the field facing each other. Who the hell won? Many impatient people are going crazy. Is the smoke right for them? It hasn't dissipated after so long. However, an unexpected scene appeared at the next moment. Garp and Rayleigh walked out of the smoke almost simultaneously towards their respective camps. Along the way, the two didn't continue to shoot, but they also didn't have any communication. Uncle Rayleigh, thank you. Seeing Rayleigh's appearance, Mo Xiaobai smiled and said to him. He didn't ask Rayleigh about the outcome of the duel. He doesn't need to go either. Rayleigh and Garp, the two of them can't use wins and losses to judge. Garp made great achievements in Marine, a well-deserved Marine hero. Rayleigh, former One Piece mate and the first One Piece mate ever. His status is also unshakable among the pirates. The two of them have so many similarities. And the two are the same now, both of them are entering old age. But because of various reasons, he is active in the field of vision of everyone. Brother Bai, I've let you down. Rayleigh, his expression looked a little gloomy. From his words, it can basically be judged that Rayleigh lost this time. While speaking, Rayleigh glanced at the demon sword Muramasa in his hand, with a hint of reluctance in his eyes. However, he still handed it to Mo Xiaobai. Uncle Rayleigh, you are serious. Advertisement. Mo Xiaobai said to Rayleigh with a smile. Uncle Rayleigh, the demon sword Muramasa is such a sharp weapon, I think it will play its greatest value in your hands. Of course Mo Xiaobai can see that Rayleigh loves the demon sword Muramasa. How could he be reluctant to part with the things he sent out? Although, nominally Rayleigh is only his butler, but after more than 10 years of getting along, Mo Xiaobai and Rayleigh have long established a relationship that does not require any verbal embellishment. This is a family feeling. Brother Rayleigh, you really opened my eyes. Although, I'm blind, at this moment, Fujitora came out of nowhere and said something. Just now, Rayleigh's knife seemed to be common, however, the power contained in it cannot be underestimated. Pluton Rayleigh, still so strong. Hawkeye folded his hands on his chest, and under his sharp eyes, he couldn't hide his admiration for Rayleigh. Regarding the previous knife, Hawkeye thought that he might not be able to stop it. My lord, what kind of means are there? How do you feel that everyone around him will become stronger and stronger? Hawkeye turned his head to look at Mo Xiaobai and the others, and the desire to follow Mo Xiaobai in his heart became stronger and stronger. My lord, you are so handsome, my heart is about to jump out. Empress Hancock held her blushing cheeks in both hands, looking at Mo Xiaobai with intoxicated expression. Snort. But it's just luck. If I can get the elemental fruit, I will definitely be 100 times stronger than him. Just when Empress Hancock was intoxicated, an extremely dissonant sound entered their ears. The owner of this voice is officially Blackbeard, Marshal D. Teach. Nani? What are you saying? Hearing someone despise Mo Xiaobai, female D. Hancock, his face darkened instantly. He turned and looked at Blackbeard in disgust. Blackbeard, why are you still here? At this moment, Crocodile and Hawkeye asked in unison. Although, there has never been any intersection between the two of them before. Advertisement, however, they are not stupid. When the top of the list of powers was announced, 2 potions of different colors appeared in the hands of several of them almost at the same time. Although they tried their best to hide it, how could this escape the other party's eyes? Exactly the same rewards, even appearing at the same time. Any fool knows that they are from the same country. However, at this moment, Blackbeard is completely unaware that in the 7 warlords of the sea present, other than Tyrant Bear. The rest are all from Mo Xiaobai, and the reason why he is here is because of the title of Doflamingo. Doflamingo has probably already received his box lunch this time, and even if he does not die, he is half dead. Blackbeard, you really look like you deserve a beating. Hawkeye, Lockdoll, and Hancock walked slowly towards Blackbeard with gloomy faces. Ah, you. What do you want to do? Blackbeard shook his hands at them with a look of horror on his face. From the looks of it, don't be too scared, but who knows, this is Blackbeard's trick to show his weakness to the enemy. Shichibukai, they certainly have their own pride. Ask them to hit a trash, maybe without Mo Xiaobai's instructions, they really can't let go of this figure. Seeing the three of them, their movements obviously faltered. There was a gleam in Blackbeard's eye. You guys just wait for me, and when the old man is prosperous, I will definitely let you feel the feeling of being despised. Blackbeard thought so. The whole person staggered with a look of panic and fear and ran towards the distance. Seeing Blackbeard leave, a look of disgust flashed in the Empress' eyes. Sigh. Why, men in this world look so unpleasant. Only, my lord, it's really charming. Empress Hancock, when she saw Mo Xiaobai, she looked like a nympho. Hancock. What do you mean by that? You're killing everyone with a club, but there's going to be public outrage. It's okay for Hawkeye, he doesn't really care about these unnecessary things. K-Lock Doll was a little dissatisfied and said, HMPH, Sand Crocodile, do you think you are different? If you didn't know that you also joined the Lord's command. Otherwise, you see, if I beat you or not, it will be over. Empress Hancock is as domineering as ever. Chapter 80 Mysterious Forces, top of the gold list. Advertisement. Since we are all old acquaintances, what do you guys think when I say this war is over? At this time, Mo Xiaobai's voice came to everyone's ears. Even Sengoku or Akainu. They implement the justice in their hearts and resolutely fight against pirates. There is nothing wrong with that. Therefore, the purpose of Mo Xiaobai is not to suppress Marine. Instead, it subverts the existence of the world government. Overthrow his centuries-old rule, and this does not conflict with the existence of Marine or world government. World government can exist, but it depends on who is behind it. The reason is as simple as that. Brother Bai, what is this? Rayleigh was also a little confused. At this juncture, Mo Xiaobai would take the initiative to declare a truce. This undoubtedly gave the Marines a chance to breathe. The Marine headquarters ranks 3rd in the Nautical Gold List team. Ranking, in the near future, their combat power may reach 1. Let all the opposites of the world government feel the height of fear. Brother Bai, if 207 doesn't move Marine today, maybe we won't have that chance in the future. Rayleigh also spoke out to remind. He considered it from the standpoint of the overall situation, and he didn't want to miss this great opportunity. Ha ha ha, Uncle Rayleigh, don't worry about it. The best we can do is bring down the Marine of the Sengoku era. It is impossible to completely make Marine disappear in this world. The more important thing is that whether Marine is strong or not is not necessarily a bad thing for us. Mo Xiaobai looked at Rayleigh with a puzzled look on his face, and said with a smile. Brother Bai, what do you mean when you say that? Rayleigh was a little puzzled. The strength of the enemy had no effect on him. What we want is to subvert the fatuous rule of the world government. However, when a world government disappears, a new generation of world government will be born. As long as there are people, this is an infinite cycle. Let's say, now that we are successful, can we give up Marine? Obviously, it's impossible. Marine will definitely exist, but it depends on who controls it. The same is true of the world government. The world government can exist, but the person who rules it must be me. Hearing what Mo Xiaobai said, even Fujitora, who was standing aside, kept nodding, expressing his approval of Mo Xiaobai's philosophy. In this way, many unnecessary killings may really be avoided. This round, Summit War, can be said to be a lose-lose. Ace was forcibly rescued in front of Marine's highest combat power. Failed to follow the plan and executed publicly. This time Marine's face can be said to be completely discredited. However, Whitebeard's side can't claim to win either. 4 Emperors Whitebeard died in this battle. This battle marked the end of the Whitebeard era. As we all know, 4 Emperors Whitebeard, the face of the Whitebeard pirates, lost him. The Whitebeard pirates, or the original 4 Emperors pirates? In New World, the world of the jungle, advertisement. If the fist is not hard enough, what you will lose will be beyond your imagination. Night. Boom. Boom. Just when many forces were secretly guessing the direction of the time voyage gold list. The next moment, the bronze monument was overflowing with light again. Shine the whole world. Immediately afterwards, a green light pierced through the sky and the earth. This scene can be said to shock the visual nerves of everyone in the world. Such a phenomenon, the Voyage Gold List is going to announce the list again. This is what is in everyone's heart. Boom, boom. One after another, the deafening muffled sound echoed. The list that the entire sailing world is looking forward will be announced soon. Team Battle Leaderboard, 2nd place, World Government, all members reward Ultimate Strengthening Potion 4. World Government didn't even rank 3rd, how can this be? Looking around the world, who can compete with the World Government? Logically speaking, World Government should occupy the top spot. But now, it ranks 2nd. What World Government is only in 2nd place? How can this be? Aside from the World Government, which other faction is qualified to be at the top of the list? Hey, that's not the point. The point is, since the World Government ranks 2nd, it means that there is another faction whose strength is higher than that of the World Government. Simply put, this force, a thought may shake up the nautical world. You think too much, it's fake. If such a force really exists, how could we have never heard of it for so many years? Or, this force has always been known to us, but we have always underestimated it. A power stronger than the world government, I'm really looking forward to it. Holy Land Mariejois. Seeing the words world government appear on the bronze monument. I am sitting on the void throne. His face sank, and he snorted. Master I am, please calm down. Master I am, please calm down. Master I am, please calm down. Hearing this, the 5 elders, the highest level of the world government, were all terrified and prostrate on the ground. Hearing Lord Im's angry voice, they were extremely panicked. World government did not even top the list. Get up, it's not your fault. 11. Just when they were panicking, IM waved his hand, and an irresistible voice entered their ears. Advertisement. With her existence, how can she be a narrow-minded person? However, this result was beyond her expectation. As soon as these words came out, the 5 elders present were relieved. Their backs were already wet with cold sweat. A few people kept wiping the cold sweat off their foreheads before standing up. Then, narrowing his eyes slightly, he looked up at the bronze monument above his head and muttered to himself. The HNA pickup is getting more and more interesting, and I'm also a little curious now. In this nautical world, is there any other force that can surpass my world government? But don't belittle yourselves. As the supreme leaders of the world government, you don't have to raise the power of others and destroy your own power and prestige. I am. The voice returned to the sky above the void throne again, looking extremely evil. Boom, boom, boom. Just at this moment, the bronze monument is glowing red. In an instant, the stars in the void all lost their original brilliance at this moment. It seems that at this moment, only the bronze monument exists in the sky. Then, gold characters appeared on the bronze monument one by one. Every word shines with golden light, making people awe. Battle ranking. First place. Divine Palace Heaven. Rewards for all members. Ultimate Strengthening Potion 5. Ultimate Healing Potion 5. Wow, wow. With the announcement of the top of the combat power ranking list, everyone in the world is no longer calm. Is this the top reward? This is way too far from the second place. Ultimate Strengthening Potion 5. Ultimate Healing Potion 5. Not only can it enhance combat effectiveness, but it can also restore and heal injuries. The healing potion is even more meaningful to the entire nautical world. In a sense, having healing potions is equivalent to having a second life. For such a heaven-defying potion, 2.0 people in the Divine Palace have 5 pills for each person. At this moment, the eyes of all ambitious people revealed greed and heat. At this moment, there is only one guess in their minds. What kind of power is the Divine Palace, and why has it never been heard of in the nautical world? Divine Palace. Have you ever heard of this kingdom? Damn. Don't tell me, I haven't heard of it. Cut. It's as if you've heard it before. I really want to join them. Which good rookie can tell me? Let me rub some strengthening potions. What do you think? Ultimate strengthening potions and healing potions are not something that can be obtained casually. Maybe this Divine Palace is an unnecessary existence. It's the ghosts who are here to trick you and just want to take shortcuts. Chapter 81 Navigation Gold Ranking. Combat Power Ranking. Advertisement. 3 years later, one night. Boom. Boom. Just when many forces were secretly guessing the direction of the Time Voyage Gold List. In the next moment, the bronze monument is overflowing with light again, shining the whole world. Immediately afterwards, a green light pierced through the sky and the earth. This scene can be said to shock the visual nerves of everyone in the world. For such a phenomenon, the Navigation Gold List is about to announce other lists. This is what is in everyone's heart. Soon, a line of words appeared on the bronze monument. On the first line of the stele, there is a row of ministers shining with dazzling golden colors. Nautical Gold Ranking Personal Combat Power Ranking List. But this time, the announcement of the list is different from before. As people reacted, they read the questions on the monument one by one. Personal Combat Power Ranking List. First place. Mo Xiaobai, Affiliated Force, Tianfu God Kingdom. Personal Combat Power Rankings. Second place. Monkey D. Garp, Affiliation, Marine Headquarters. Individual Combat Power List. Third place. Beasts, Kaido, Affiliation, Beasts Pirates. Personal Power Rankings. Fourth place. Monkey D. Dragon, Affiliation, Revolutionary Army. 24 Individual Combat Power Rankings. Fifth place. Red Hair, Shanks, Affiliation, Red Hair Pirates. Fortunately, at the beginning, the top 10 people are basically big names that everyone is familiar with. At the beginning, everyone didn't think there was anything wrong. But following the announcement of the list staff, some sharp-eyed people discovered an unconvincing point. It's true that Mo Xiaobai shines in the top battle. This allows people all over the world to have a basic assessment of his combat power. If it is said that Mo Xiaobai is in the top 10, even if he is second, no one will think it is wrong. People in the entire nautical industry basically guess that Mo Xiaobai is at least among the top 10. But when they saw the announcement of the gold list, they were shocked again. This time, Mo Xiaobai reached the top of the personal combat power list again. This makes them a little difficult to accept. Damn, let's be shady. Mo Xiaobai, the victory over Whitebeard is true. Advertisement. But Whitebeard is already at the end of his life, what's the point of defeating him? Does this mean that he is the strongest man in the world? Isn't this nonsense? HMPH. What kind of witch is Li Bai? Since the HNA Gold List was born, have you ever seen someone who has been on different lists many times? For me, the ceiling of combat power really belongs to Mo Xiaobai. You know, Eggy, Beasts, Kaido is known as the strongest creature in the world. It's hard to take me Kaido, and I lost to Mo Xiaobai, a brat. You don't lick it there anymore, there is Garp on top of Kaido, he is still a step away from Mo Xiaobai. Ha ha ha, I laughed so hard. Let's keep reading. If you have any ideas, let's talk about it after the list is fully announced. Agree +1. Agreed +1. Personal power ranking. 6th place. Charlotte Linlin, affiliation, BIGMOM Pirates. Personal power ranking. 7th place. Pluton, Rayleigh, affiliation, Divine Palace. Personal power ranking. 8th place. Fujitora, Yishao, affiliation, Divine Palace Heavenly Kingdom. Individual combat power list. 9th place. God, Enel, affiliation, God is in the Kingdom of Heaven. Personal power ranking. 10th place. Big Buddha, Sengoku, affiliated faction, Marine Headquarters. Immediately afterwards, on the bronze monument, the lists of those on the list were continuously announced. Individual combat power ranking list. 35th place. Rob Lucci, affiliation, World Government. Personal power ranking, number 36. Drought, Jack, affiliation, Beasts Pirates. Individual battle rankings, number 36. Sea-Man, Jinbei, affiliation, Straw Hat Pirates. Personal power rankings, the 100th place. Chopper, affiliation, Straw Hat Pirates. A total of 100 seats were announced for the personal battle rankings. A person, say more, no more, say less, no less. It didn't take long for the big guys to read the entire list patiently one by one. I don't know what to say about this list. Let's not talk about the credibility of the top 10 rankings, but it is still objective, and there are disputes, but it is still reasonable. But what's the matter with being out of 20? Navigation Gold List, is this randomly arranged by laziness? It's said to be personal combat power. How many people on the list have never even met face to face? How to rank them? Is this a joke? Advertisement. World Government, the faction Wood Expulsion ranks 2nd, this person's combat power list, is the whole army wiped out? Where are the 5 elders? And that so and so? Why isn't it on the list? Sengoku Huzonli, can only occupy the 10th seat. I doubt it. It's not bad compared to other lists, and it's all based on how much the fruit is cherished. The degree of fame of the characters and some other objective factors are used for ranking. This ranking is acceptable to everyone. However, this person's combat power is different. The two never had a confrontation. No one knows whether there is still a trump card at the bottom of the box that has not been revealed. Only after the 967 have faced the duel can they judge which one is stronger and which one is weaker. In other words, before a duel, no one will obey anyone. New World. 4 Emperors. Red Hair Pirates. Red Hair Fragrance. Shanks, standing on the bow of Red Force. Looking at the bronze monument above the void, he asked. Beckman, what do you think about this matter? Boss, I really don't know about this, how should I judge? Lackey Lu, Yasop, are not on the list. I even have some doubts about his reliability. Ha ha ha, not only you, even I have some doubts. Hearing that, Beckman said, the redhead responded with a smile. I have never heard of the origin of this divine palace. Suddenly, it popped up, and temporarily ranked in the top 10, quite a few. While speaking, Shanks looked puzzled. Indeed, it wasn't just him. At this moment, it is estimated that the entire nautical world thinks so. This Mo Xiaobai, it's getting harder and harder to see right now. Chapter 82. Do you want to be so pervert? Advertisement. Wanokuni, Oni Island, Beasts Pirates. What qualifications does that old Garp have to rank ahead of me? Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. While talking, Beasts, Kaido angrily smashed the wine glass in his hand. This Mo Xiaobai, I didn't expect the limelight to become more and more popular. In terms of personal combat power, what qualifications does he have to rank in front of me? But now he is qualified to meet with me. Kaido, very conceited. In his eyes, Mo Xiaobai, who has topped the list 3 times in a row, is just qualified to meet him. However, I have to admit that his combat power is indeed strong. The turmoil of the big event has just passed, and people haven't fully digested it yet. Now there is another one. What is the ranking list of personal combat power? I don't know what kind of turmoil the entire nautical world will fall into. However, at this moment, a piece of information was announced on the bronze monument, which made the entire nautical world restless. Nautical Gold List Personal Combat Power Ranking List. After 30 days, the list will be refreshed and corresponding rewards will be issued. The top reward, Super Fruit Awakening Potion. After taking it, 100% Fruit Awakening is successful. What? 100% awakened fruit ability. Why don't you be so perverted? After the fruit is awakened, it's not just for those with abilities, it's so easy to increase combat power. Once the fruit is awakened, the ability of the ability user will be qualitatively changed. The improvement of combat power is self-evident. This is what all capable people dream of. Marine Headquarters, the former Marineg-1 branch. After the big event, the Marineford Marine Headquarters has been destroyed beyond recognition by the war. It is not too much to say that it was razed to the ground. Immediately afterwards, Sengoku, who was then Marine Marshal, was forced to relocate to the Marine Headquarters base. There are many places to choose, and it is always not as expected. Finally adopted, now Marine Admiral Akainu's suggestion. Advertisement. Relocated the Marine Headquarters to the former Marineg-1 branch on the other side of the Red Line. The intention is also obvious, let the Marine Headquarters sit directly in the New World, where the 4 Emperors are located. After several years of development, the Marine headquarters relied on the rewards brought by the Nautical Gold List, and its combat effectiveness has also reached a new height. This made their determination to fight against evil even stronger. Hey, the nautical world has finally been calm for a while, and now the Nautical Gold List has given another dose of heavy medicine. I don't know how many people will die again. Ever since this sailing gold list was born out of thin air, the sailing world has never been safe for a moment. A few years have passed, and Sengoku now seems to have lost that high-spirited appearance. However, now his eyes are still piercing, but his head is full of white hair, but it has already betrayed him. The repeated battles put a heavy burden on his body. In just 3 years, Sengoku actually aged so quickly. Garp, sometimes I wonder if it's time for us to back down. Sengoku, staring blankly, looked at Garp in bewilderment and asked. Sengoku, do you have too many eyes now? Why did you suddenly think of this? Garp took a bite out of the donut, glanced at Sengoku and replied. It doesn't matter if you don't accept your old age, just enjoy the afternoon tea like this, how pleasant it is. Now I finally understand why you didn't want to raise your rank. Sengoku took a sip of hot tea, enjoying the tranquility of the afternoon rarely. Sometimes, I wonder if we owe this Mo Xiaobai. Every time as long as he is around, our plans will always be destroyed and visible. Over the years, Sengoku has been brooding over his defeat in the Dingshan War. It's been all these years, and you still can't let it go. Garp, a twinkle of distress flashed in his eyes. Sengoku has devoted himself to Marine's affairs all these years, it is rare to be comfortable, and he is tortured by such things again. Every time he has a little free time, this matter seems to pop up in his mind like a spell. Sengoku can be said to be physically and mentally exhausted. Sengoku, why don't you quit? At this moment, Garp suddenly said something like this. Watching Sengoku's body, getting weaker and weaker. He couldn't bear it. Fountain of Life. Advertisement. If only there was a fountain of life. However, the only fetish is in the hands of Mo Xiaobai. He'll give it to himself, and hell be damned. 9 Snake Island. At the same time, Mo Xiaobai is lying on the couch. Leisurely drinking afternoon tea. Ah cut. A sneeze. It's rare to have such a long time. Who cares about me? Mo Xiaobai was also a little helpless, and the Nautical Gold List once again pushed him to the forefront. Personal Combat Power Leaderboard. It's kind of interesting, except for the top few rankings, there is some basis, and the rest are basically randomly sorted. At this time, Rayleigh looked at the bronze monument above the void and said. Uncle Rayleigh, how does this happen? Empress Hancock, along with Mo Xiaobai, called Rayleigh uncle. Take Marine Marshal Sengoku as an example, if I didn't have the demon sword given to me by the White Brother, Muramasa, I would definitely not be his opponent. But now, it ranks me 7th. I think this is too much. Personal Li Jiao combat power is not personal comprehensive combat power. The ranking is based on the individual's basic combat power, and some external auxiliary methods will not be taken into consideration. It can be seen that Sengoku's ranking is low, but the ranking given to me is also a bit inflated. Ha ha ha, Uncle Rayleigh, your comment can hit the nail on the head. Mo Xiaobai turned over from the recliner and said with a smile. Yes, he thought so too. This time, the personal combat power ranking list did not issue corresponding rewards at the first time on the list. Instead, it will be issued after 30 days. This also means that the rankings on the current rankings are only temporary, and are just a reference for the entire navigation industry, nothing more. Chapter 83, a thrilling setting. Advertisement. Shenchi, I'm a little dissatisfied. I didn't even enter the top 20 seats. This leaderboard must be fake. Empress Hancock's expression was obviously displeased after seeing the list. On this combat power ranking list, she only ranks 30th. Ha ha ha, Hancock, don't blame yourself, look at the man next to you, and see what his face looks like. Ha 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 ha, Mo Xiaobai, the person next to the mouth, is exactly Hawkeye, Dracula Mahawk. Sadly, his name did not appear on the surface of the bronze monument. This shows that, in the initial ranking, the Hawkeye was wiped out by the Navigation Gold List. I don't care about this kind of boring ranking. Hawkeye's eyes were still sharp. He kept saying that he didn't care about his ranking, but his zombie-like expression had already betrayed him. Lie down. Kay Lakadar turned his head, looked at Hawkeye's expression, and couldn't help but swear. Mahawk, I think you really want to kill people now. Fujitora, who was silent, suddenly spoke. He felt that Hawkeye's killing intent was almost full at this moment. Such a setting makes people a little scared. Rayleigh, with an exclamation. Imagine who can see through the world of mortals and ignore these false names. Even if there is, such a saint can never exist in this sailing world. Under such rules, not only will the listies be exposed by the gold list, but it will even become the target of others, or even become the prey in the eyes of others. Mo Xiaobai, with a playful expression on the corner of his mouth, said to the few people beside him. After the big incident, Mo Xiaobai and his group also came to 9 Snakes Island. It can also be regarded as the first meeting between the main cadres of the Divine Palace. Everyone was present except Enel. Enel is Mo Xiaobai's trump card. Originally he didn't intend to make him known to outsiders. However, the announcement of the personal combat power rankings let the world know that there is still such a person. Only, besides Rayleigh, there are the people of Sky Island. Others hardly know what he looks like. Advertisement. In this way, Enel is the most mysterious person in the sailing world. CEFB. The Nautical Gold List still felt that things were not lively enough, so the reward for the top spot was announced to the public in advance. This makes those greedy people, why don't peep at the top of the list? But it's also interesting, this kind of height is not something that anyone can covet casually. However, it is conceivable that the lower the ranking, the more intense the competition for seats will be. New world, an unknown island. A bar that looks a bit fancy from the outside. Executioner. Slayman, you can make my uncle easy to find. Today, count yourself as unlucky. Give up your place on the Nautical Gold List to my uncle. Ahahaha. I saw a few people, and suddenly saw the door of the bar pushed open. The leader even shouted arrogantly. Obviously they already knew that the target they were looking for was in this bar. At this time, there was a man with long gold hair, a short scar on the bridge of the nose, a high hat decorated with skulls and gorgeous flying wings, and a long black coat. Hearing someone calling his name behind him, he turned his head impatiently following the sound. Oh, it was the clown, Buggy. I thought who it was. Slayman, with a look of disdain and indifference, continued to drink the beer in the glass. Slayman, you completely ignore the existence of my uncle. Buggy snarled at him angrily. Since the birth of the personal combat power leaderboard, he could be said to be sitting on pins and needles, unable to sleep all night. He is always looking for a target that can make him attack. However, after letting him know the list of all the people on the list, this made him more entangled. Screening over and over again. Ranked 100th, Chopper, Straw Hat Pirates. Mysterious combat power, and it belongs to the Straw Hat Pirates. It's only ranked 100, it's too dangerous, no way. Rank 99th, Jaka, belongs to the faction, Alabasta. Rank 98th, Bell, belongs to the faction, Alabasta. Advertisement. Hateful. It's really disgusting. The ones that can be used are too far away, and the ones that are close can't be beaten. Buggy is also helpless. Among these 100 people, it is difficult to bring even one person who is not qualified to be his opponent. Hey, Master Ban, this is not too difficult. At this moment, a reward list for a chapter dropped from the sky and covered Rang's face. Slayman, offer a bounty of 67 million berry. What, it's just such a loss. After Buggy glanced at the bounty in his hand, he lost interest in him. Immediately, he crumpled it up and threw it aside. Buggy, you have been here for a few days. Why are you in a mood again? Alvida squatted down, picked up Slayman's reward list for me, opened it and took a look. Oh, Buggy, so you have found your target. Heard, Alvida said this. Buggy, who was lying on the deck looking up at the sky, was confused. Goal? What goal? If I find the goal, do I still need to be so entangled? However, in the next second, on the bronze monument, a familiar name appeared in his eyes. Exactly, Slayman. Buggy held a carp upright and quickly grabbed it. The reward list in Alvida's hand. Carefully compared with the name on the bronze monument several times. Ha. That's right, my uncle has already regarded Slayman as his prey. Put the boat to a nearby island. Inquire about Slayman, Trace. Why is Buggy here? That's how the whole thing went. Slayman, I want to challenge you. Buggy said loudly, swearing. Chapter 84. Advertisement. Did I hear you right? Slayman, a contemptuous smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. That's right, I want to challenge you. Buggy said loudly with one hand on his hip, pointing at Slayman with one hand. However, as soon as Buggy finished speaking, what looked like a letter of challenge appeared in front of them. Look, what is that book? Gauntlet. Just when people were talking about this sudden challenge. A bright light emanated from the challenge book. There is a large shining, big character mapped on it. Voyage Gold List Personal Combat Power Ranking, number 97. Ranking Battle. The Executioner. Slayman vs. Buggy the Clown. What's going on? How can this happen even if you challenge the people on the list? It turns out that this battle power ranking list has added new ranking rules. Everyone in the world can challenge the list. However, the prerequisite is that the maximum authority for those who are not on the list to challenge those on the list is 10-second seats. Those who have been on the list challenge for a higher ranking, and the span cannot exceed that of the guests. And the top 10 seats must be challenged one by one. That is to say, there is no possibility for those on the list to appear. As soon as they are on the list, they are within the 90th place. He must successfully defeat one of the 100th to 90th on the list in order to challenge the higher ranked listers. What is even more surprising is not only that, but there is also a piece of information that makes those who are ready to fish in troubled waters completely give up the idea of stealing chickens. The time for list refresh rewards is 30 days. However, in the last 10 days, the Voyage Gold List will announce the current location of the listees every day. In this way, all the fantasies of those who are not strong enough but want to occupy the leaderboard will be directly ruined. Unless, with great luck, Jinbang sent the location, and no one came to pay attention. Straw Hat Pirates. Luffy, what can I do? I don't want to be hunted down. Ha. Chopper, you don't have to be afraid, who would dare to bully you with us? Usopp, walking up to him, assured Chopper with his chest. Woo, Zoro, tell me quickly, you will protect me, right? Chopper didn't bother Usopp at all. Just took a look at him, then shed tears, and went to find Zoro. Seeing this scene, Nami shook his head helplessly. Hey, what should I do? It was fine. Advertisement. Now this, as soon as the individual combat power rankings come out, they Straw Hat crew are all on the list. Needless to say, the highest ranking must be Luffy. His whopping 21st place. Zoro and Sanji have also entered the top 50 mark. Even. Usopp is ranked 94th. Green Algae Head, your ranking is actually higher than mine. Sanji growled at Zoro. Ah, curly eyebrows. Taller than you, do you need any difficulty? Zoro had a look of reason on his face. Damn, aren't you just one rank higher than me? Where are you talking about? Sanji cast a disdainful glance at Zoro. Oh, that also entered the ranks of the 30th place, and you are still in the top 40th place. It turned out that Zoro was ranked 39th and Sanji was 40th. Green Algae Head, just wait for me, my ranking will surpass you soon. Seeing an island appearing in front of him, Sanji couldn't wait to go ashore. Plop. Wow, wow. As soon as Sanji finished speaking, Zoro plunged into the sea and swam quickly towards the island not far away. Damn, Chloral ahead, you are too shameless. Spacewalk. As the words fell, Sanji quickly stepped towards the air. That's what those two people can't do. Seeing this scene, Nami shook his head helplessly covering his forehead. Hee hee. Robin on the side leaned on the railing of the boat with his chin sticking out, smiling slightly. Hey hey hey, you two have seen enough. Will you fight or not? We've been waiting for a long time. This is a waste of our expressions. Never stop nagging, you can do it. The people who were watching were getting impatient. Slayman, you can still avoid the pain of flesh and blood if you surrender now, surrender quickly. As long as you surrender, I will definitely let you go. Buggy pointed at Slayman and raised his voice. Buggy, I don't have time to watch you keep messing around here. While speaking, Slayman pulled out the long-handled knife at his waist. Oh, Slayman, you actually look down on me. While talking, Buggy palmed a long boat in his hand. You guys are too smudged. It's been a few hours, have you two seen enough? Advertisement. Ask for flowers. Will you fight or not? Tell us. Buggy and Buggy have been in the ink for too long, and now that they have drawn their swords, the onlookers are still urging. I saw Buggy, angrily spitting fragrance to some onlookers. But Slayman ignored them, dragged the long knife in his hand, and walked slowly towards where Buggy was. Squeak. The long knife slashed across the floor, making an ear-piercing sound. It didn't take long before Slayman walked towards Buggy at a faster and faster pace. Tap, tap, tap. After walking a few steps, Slayman started running. At this moment, Buggy, who was facing away from him, slashed heavily. Ah, be careful. Seeing this scene, some people in the crowd were so frightened that they cried out. Call out, call out. Oh, however, in the next scene, everyone was so surprised that their eyes popped out. I saw that Buggy's body was chopped into countless small pieces. But his head was still talking to the crowd of onlookers. After a while, Buggy also noticed that the eyes of everyone present at the moment had become a little different. Only then did he realize that Slayman had actually attacked him unexpectedly. Slayman, can you show your face? You even sneaked up on me. Immediately, Buggy turned around, towards Slayman, with the longboat in his hand. Puff. Blood spurted out instantly. Slayman stared blankly at the blood spurting from his chest. For a while, he didn't react. What the hell, is Slayman so weak? Anyway, Buggy is too strong. Confusion arose in the hearts of everyone present. Ah ha ha, Slayman, God has made you surrender a long time ago. But you didn't listen to Ben Tianao's good intentions. It's all right now, see the blood. Seeing that he succeeded in one blow, Buggy had a smug expression again, laughing wildly. Immediately, a gold text appeared on the challenge book. The Executioner. Slayman vs. Buggy the Clown, winner, Buggy the Clown. Chapter 85. The result of the challenge, broadcast live all over the world. Advertisement. Ah ha ha, now you know how powerful I am. Buggy put his hands on his hips and laughed out loud. Damn, how could I lose to Buggy? Slayman, clutching his bleeding chest, stared at Buggy who was laughing fiercely. Huh, is this the end? It seems so. The onlookers showed embarrassment one by one. They were looking forward to this duel. Unexpectedly, it ended so hastily. Soon, the challenge book turned into a ray of golden light, flying towards the bronze monument above the void. Wow, I saw the bronze monument flashing light. On the surface of the steel, the 97th position, the name has been replaced by Clown, Buggy. It turned out that Slayman's name simply disappeared. 127. Challenge. Challenge. I challenge you, Buggy. Seeing this scene, Slayman was a little annoyed, shouting like a mad dog. Huh, Slayman, are you a fool? Those who have been challenged and successfully challenged cannot continue to challenge others within these 2 days. Don't you even know that? Ah ha ha ha, Slayman, goodbye. Buggy waved at Sly, who was stunned, and said, that's great, my uncle is indeed the strongest. Buggy also did not expect that the bronze monument will not only update the rankings all the time. There will even be a picture of the final blow between the challengers. No matter who it is, as long as the mind moves, they can view the picture they want to watch. However, this function also has permissions, and only those who are qualified to challenge can watch the corresponding screen. In other words, after the 90th place, anyone can watch the direct battle between the two. The higher it goes up, the only ones on the list can view it. Advertisement. Did you just see clearly how Slayman lost? Buggy. So strong. Defeated Slayman in one move. I suspect that Slayman has seriously let go. He was the one who attacked Buggy first, why did he lose the battle in the blink of an eye? HMPH. It's not just defeating a Slayman, what's so strange, who do you think Buggy is? Who is Buggy? Looks like a weak chicken. What a weak clown. I advise you to learn more about history. Buggy. It's Roger's crew member. Not only that, he and the 4 emperors, Red, Shanks are brothers who live and die together. What? What did you say? Originally, winning or losing a challenge could not be more common. These days, it's almost impossible to know how many times a day like this is going to be a challenge. However, many people's attention is all on Buggy. Because, Buggy is a mysterious man. Former One Piece crew member, 4 Emperors Pirates VIP. As soon as this news came out, the Japanese and foreign audiences sent Buggy directly to the altar. Although, on the Nautical Gold List, his ranking is still the 3rd from the bottom. Sunny afternoon. Mo Xiaobai, basking in the sun leisurely. Master. At this time, Hawkeye and Lock Doll appeared together for the first time. Well, go ahead, but don't lose face to our divine palace. Before Hawkeye could speak, Mo Xiaobai spoke one step ahead of them. Master, how do you know us? Hawkeye and K. Lockadar looked at each other, and asked with some confusion. Okay, you can't hide any small things in your heart from me. Mo Xiaobai has long seen that they are ready to move. It's no wonder that for the strong who pursue transcendence, they may not care about the rewards on the list. However, it is what they want to do to challenge those who rank above themselves. Of course, the idea is Hawkeye and Fujitori's daughter-in-law. K. Lockdoll, this guy purely wants to get the rewards of the people on the list, and then make himself stronger. Advertisement. You all go. Let your mark be left on the Nautical Gold List. However, the world government has made some small moves recently, you should pay attention to it. If you can't expose it, don't expose it. Mo Xiaobai stretched his waist and said. Yes, my lord, yes, my lord. Several people agreed in unison. The sun sets and the sea sets. The sky is stained with blood by the setting sun red. The peach-red clouds are reflected on the sea surface, and the whole sea surface has a new look. At this moment, it is embarrassing, and the rankings are changing all the time. From time to time, well-known names disappeared from the Nautical Gold List. From time to time, familiar names appear on the list one after another. The phenomenon of alternation of old and new is endless. The number between 90 and 100 is even more obvious, and it changes almost every moment. Only the top 20 rankings are like towering mountains, unmoving. And the top spot, not only is the font the most conspicuous, but it also shines with golden light. It's the first thing you can see when you look up. Time flies by. It has been half a month since the announcement of the personal battle rankings. In the entire nautical world, there is an undercurrent of two side forces. During this period of time, it can be said that he appeared whether he should appear or not. All kinds of duels are, of course, commonplace. After half a month, the rankings on the Navigation Gold List, from 20 down to 1.2, are constantly changing. There is only less than half a month left before the refreshment of the Navigation Gold List rewards. Because of this, in the entire sailing world, anyone with a little combat power, like a lunatic, looks for those who are on the gold list and challenges them. I want to occupy a place on the Navigation Gold List in less than half a month. I don't know why, there have been so many battles, but there has never been a rumor that anyone failed the challenge and died. Could it be that this challenge is not allowed to harm lives? If you really think this way, you are very wrong. Chapter 86 Crazy always comes suddenly. Advertisement. Experience nearly a month of crazy. The Voyage Gold List will also enter the craziest countdown. Calculated according to the time, the night after 7 days will be the day when the list of the Navigation Gold List will be refreshed. FK. It's too scary. When I made it to number 96. It is no exaggeration to say that I didn't even see my name clearly on the bronze monument, so someone else challenged me. What the hell, it's too disgusting, my butt isn't even hot. It's horrible, my G luck is worse than yours. The one who challenged me was Dracula Mahawk, one of the Shichibukai. Boy, I'm wondering, should the dignified 7 warlords of the sea start challenging from outside the 90? I'm only 1 day away, without Dracula Mahawk. I can hold on until the moment when the HNA Gold List is refreshed. Hey, don't complain there, I didn't even send out a knife. I was defeated. It turns out that there are you poor ghosts in front of me, and you made him a stepping stone. Which him? Woo, I lost to Dracula Mahawk too. 24 Fortunately, he doesn't look down on me at all, otherwise I would really be split in half. Stop nagging, you are not the only one who is unlucky, Dracula Mahawk is in these few days. Being out of the list abruptly directly killed the 56th place. It's simply not something that humans do, it's so frightening. Damn, do you need to emphasize this? Who the hell doesn't know? Soon, the ranking list will be refreshed, and the rewards for the first round of the combat power ranking list will also be distributed along with the refreshment of the ranking list. I'm really surprised, why hasn't there been a slight change in the ranking of the top 20? Could it be that the top 20 are all old friends, okay? Have they all agreed to be on the list and accept the award? Lying down. Am I dazzled, why is Dracula Mahawk ranked 14th? Advertisement. Made, it's not your eyesight. It's that he's really ranked 14th now, and now I'm amazed how Hawkeye can meet these top players in such a short World Cup. Boom. Just as many forces were secretly guessing, the night sky suddenly shone with golden light. Obviously, since the Voyage Gold List is about to enter the ranking countdown. In other words, starting from this moment, the Voyage Gold List will reveal the current positions of the listies from time to time. Sure enough, this moment has come. However, Mo Xiaobai at the top of the list is really a pervert. Even so, he is still at the top of the list. Damn, is Mo Xiaobai really a heaven-defying existence? Could it be that as long as there is a list where Mo Xiaobai can be on the list, will he be number one? Mo Xiaobai's strength makes the four emperors and the world government feel embarrassed. Mo Xiaobai's strength can be said to be able to kill the existence of four emperors in seconds. In front of Mo Xiaobai, the world government is nothing. The era of the three major forces has been subverted, and now, the heavenly kingdom of the divine palace, which was born out of the sky, can be said to have abruptly changed this situation into a situation where all the heroes are fighting for each other. Originally 4 emperors represented the pirate side. 7 warlords of the sea, marine is at the beck and call of the world government. Furthermore, the revolutionary army is intensifying on the road to subverting the world government. However, the coming of the boy divine palace directly broke the original situation. 7 warlords of the sea is, arguably, almost removed from the world government's combat deployments. Oh my god, how did this divine palace come to be? It's just too frightening. A Pluton Rayleigh, we also recognized, Y Dracula Mahawk, K Lock Doll, Empress Hancock. Waiting for 7 warlords of the sea, as also a person who belongs to the divine palace to go to the country. Mo Xiaobai really has such a great ability, or is there an existence behind him that we can't imagine? It was because the Voyage Gold List exposed the affiliation of the listies. Hawkeye, Empress, their identities cannot be concealed either. As a result, the eyes of everyone in the nautical world once again focused on Mo Xiaobai. Advertisement. Personal Combat Power Ranking List, the list continues to be announced. With the published rankings, gold beams of light projected towards every corner. Different from the previous list, this time even the reward method will make a lot of noise. The Nautical Gold List really thinks that the nautical world is not lively enough. People risk their lives to be on the list. But now that their whereabouts have been exposed, they are even more worried about whether someone is hiding in the dark and coveting him. In the top 100 list, there are rewards. Everyone looked at the series of rewards, and felt their throats were dry, and their eyes were shining brightly, obsessively observing the phenomena around them. There are many greedy people who have already calculated their own hunting targets. Some things. You are not entitled to enjoy them. I advise you to surrender 537 obediently. Missionary. Gambia. Huh, Eddie, what? You are so confident that you think you can beat me. Ha ha, Gambia, for someone like you who got on the leaderboard with a little bit of luck, how could you keep this final countdown? Besides, if your position is taken away by others, it's better to take advantage of me. Eddie crossed his arms and looked calm and composed. This is a sign of self-confidence. I believe that Gambia is definitely not my opponent. Eddie, do you think I will be afraid of you? Gambia is not to be outdone in the face of Eddie's highway robbery. In the next moment, the battle between the two was on the verge of breaking out. Moments like this can be seen all over the sailing world. The only thing that makes them thankful is that the light beams that expose them are all unified gold light beams. The Voyage Gold List only exposes the locations of the listies. It has not been exposed, who is on the list in a region, and what is the ranking. Chapter 87 What the hell? He is the one who works the hardest. Advertisement. Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. A bang. What are you eating? You and others poach a corner, and you don't even know it. 5 elders knelt before the void throne, bearing the endless anger of Lord I Am. Master I Am. We, faced with such a stupid behavior that they didn't know about being poached, 5 elders really didn't know how to reply to I Am. At this time, as the highest decision maker of the world government. The 5 elders of the apparent masters. Looks like a child scolded by the elders. He didn't say a word, and didn't dare to lift his head. Trash. A bunch of trash. Go and find out the details of this divine palace for me right away, I want all their information. And everything about that Mo Xiaobai must not be let go. I Am almost raised his voice and said. The voice sounds a little sharp and creepy. Obey, Master I Am. Obey, Master I Am. Obey, Master I Am. After the words fell, the 5 elders and the others quickly exited the room. At that moment just now, they actually felt a trace of fear of death. Until now, I still have lingering fears. Mo Xiaobai also did not expect that the Voyage Gold List would reveal the specific locations of the listies at this moment. The other people on the list are fine, and the rewards are all unified gold beams, which also makes it impossible for others to identify who is in his area. Only Mo Xiaobai stood out from the crowd, his red beam of light turned out to be blood red. It's not clear. Tell people in this area that I, Mo Xiaobai, are here, hurry up and grab it. Feeling, the moment of the reward method, a crouch. It can already express how depressed Mo Xiaobai is at this moment. Seeing the gleaming red beam of light shooting up into the sky from his hand, Mo Xiaobai shook his head helplessly. No one can ignore this red beam of light that shoots straight into the sky. In other words, during the 9-day countdown of Mo Xiaobai, all whereabouts of Mo Xiaobai will be exposed to everyone's eyes. Master, Advertisement. Your beam of light is really too dazzling, I really like it. Empress Hancock walked to Mo Xiaobai's side, and said shyly while covering her cheek. Hancock, you have a flaw, you love to tell the truth. Didn't I tell you to keep a low profile? Everything should be low-key. Mo Xiaobai had a serious look on his face. But from his eyes, what he saw was another scene. However, I can't blame you for this, hey. There is only the sun in this world that can compete with me. Damn, Mo Xiaobai is a good bee who pretends to be invisible. Hawkeye, that kid, keeps saying he doesn't care about this list at all. It's only been a few days, and I've jumped to the 14th place. What the hell, he's the one who works the hardest. Lockdoll, currently ranked 27th, beat his challenger, glanced at the bronze monument and murmured. One day of madness directly made the Marines burnt out. Not everyone is so friendly, occupying the list without killing people. Pirates are synonymous with evil in this world. They are not saints either. Killing the opponent, or dying in the hands of the opponent, this is nothing more than a commonplace thing to them. Do not kill me. Do not kill me. I surrender. I surrender. Don't kill me. A blonde-haired pirate with a painful face and eyes full of fear. Difficult to crawl up and down the side street. At this moment, he wanted to ask the passers-by on the street for help. Hope they give him a little help. Although he has no ambitions, he does not want to die. If someone just arrived and saw this scene, they would definitely think that this yellow-haired pirate has no backbone at all. Victory or defeat is a common matter in military affairs, and the loser can only bow his knees to others. But the next moment, a figure walked past them. They saw a middle-aged man with a rough appearance, thick hair on his body, a burly figure, and a few teeth missing in his mouth, appearing in their eyes. After seeing the man's face, all of them, shut up. Thief ha 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 ha. Badgers. Rip him up. Waste is nothing but wasted food. Advertisement. Thief ha 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 ha. Everyone present did not expect that Blackbeard actually gave Badgers the order to kill his opponent directly. Way ha 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 ha. As soon as Blackbeard finished speaking, Badgers laughed. Wave elbow. He swung his right arm and punched the yellow-haired pirate. Boom. There was a loud noise. I saw that the building in front of Badgers seemed to collapse suddenly, and smoke and dust rose in an instant. After a while, after the smoke cleared, I saw. Badgers wore the armor on his right arm, and there was still a trace of smoke coming out of the hole in the elbow. As for the yellow-haired pirate, his entire body was completely submerged in the building behind him. There was a shocking groove in his chest, and the mouth overflowed uncontrollably. Badger's punch had completely crushed its sternum and internal organs. Obviously, he was too dead to die anymore. Thief ha 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 ha. Badgers, congratulations. Seeing the changes on the bronze monument and the inscription, Blackbeard laughed wildly. Individual combat power ranking, 91st place, champion, Giza's Badgers, affiliation, Blackbeard Pirates. Ha ha ha, very good, our Blackbeard Pirates, we have added another person to the gold list. Now Blackbeard, there are not only Badgers and others standing beside him. Li Jiao, after the top event ends, Blackbeard and the others did not leave directly. Instead, with a group of men, they broke into Impel Down effortlessly. It's not just these that are horrifying. They sparked a series of riots in Impel Down. But it was later learned that causing riots was not their primary purpose, but an important part of their plan. Blackbeard pirates, taking advantage of the chaos of Impel Down, infiltrated the 6th floor of Impel Down. They robbed, including, formerly the chief warden of the deep-sea prison Impel Down, who was as famous as Magellan in strength. Several vicious pirates including, Rain, Shiryu. Chapter 88 Gold List Rewards, everyone is at risk. Advertisement. The Voyage Gold List, the ranking list of personal combat power, has entered a white-hot state. During the countdown of the last 9 days, the Voyage Gold List will continue to be exposed, and the location of the listees will be continuously exposed. This kind of setting made those lucky people who stayed on the list by a little bit of luck feel panicked. I'm afraid that someone behind him will suddenly lay hands on him. Under this kind of mental and physical torture, many of the candidates were on the verge of collapse. Even, in order to obtain the protection of powerful forces, many of those on the list chose to bow their heads and surrender, willing to become their affiliated pirates. No matter how unwilling they are in their hearts, they have no choice at this moment. 9 days may not be long, but for those on the list, every minute is a torment. However, even so, nothing can be changed. They all underestimated the greed in people's hearts. Every few minutes, there will still be a beam of light shooting at them from above the sky. And those who regard them as prey will never choose to give up just because you have joined a certain force. In other words, in their eyes, as long as they get the Gold List award once, they will become dragons and phoenixes among people, and they can even soar into the sky. How could the pirate who was licking blood at the crossing be so intimidated by others? -823. Hydra Island. The endless, vast sea. At first glance, there was not even a single ripple. The sea is as calm as a mirror. This is the most terrifying sea area on the Grand Line, the windless zone. Everyone who can safely pass through this sea area is the existence of a hegemon. Brother, passing through the windless zone, we are about to enter the waters of Nine Snake Island. Well, fortunately, our boat can pass through the calm zone, otherwise, it would be really troublesome. A sailboat adorned with a huge mammoth's head was slowly approaching. Under the sea surface, gigantic sea kings are just about to move. But none of the sea kings attack the big ship. This giant ship is exactly the Beast's pirates, one of the big billboards, the thick Jack's mammoth area. Jack, the metal jaw on his mouth is half broken. The sharp teeth are exposed outside, looking a bit hideous. The ivory-shaped decorations on the head and shoulders were also broken in half. At this moment, Jack looked a little tired. It's hard to imagine what happened to Jack. Such a monster-like character, looking at the entire nautical world, who can push him to such a desperate situation. Advertisement. Call. Jack took a deep breath. What the hell? The Nautical Gold List has just revealed their location, and his mammoth body was attacked by unknown pirates. To Jack's horror, these pirates simply ignored his identity. His identity as the Four Emperors, Beast's pirates, in the eyes of this group of pirates, does not have any deterrent effect at all. I really don't know if they are brave and fearless, or just stupid. Jack, a little helpless, he wants to kill this level of pirates, it's just a matter of raising his hand in a matter of minutes. But he never expected that before he even made a move, the group of pirates attacked him as if they had gone crazy. Although, as a whole, they are like a mess of loose sand. However, the target of their attack is extremely consistent. Countless cannons are all swarming towards the mammoth. Jack, it can be said that he is extremely depressed now. One of the three disasters of the dignified Four Emperors pirate group, a big pirate with a reward of up to 1 billion Baileys. He was fled in embarrassment by a group of small fish and shrimp. Boss, it was really scary just now. What kind of power do they belong to? Will it be the Divine Palace? It's too scary. I think the number just now is estimated to be more than 500 pirate ships. Seeing that the group of pirates did not catch up. At this time, a man with gray hair, a pair of goat horns on his head, and small sunglasses spoke. It must be them. Apart from them, how could there be such a powerful force in the nautical world? After escaping from birth, Jack still had lingering fears. He almost fell there just now. Boss, look quickly. Suddenly, one of the men shouted to him, "Seed," loudly. Looking with his fingers, a beam of red light flickered on the island in front of him. This is the warning signal for the top position. Jack looked dazed, but he still judged the red-maned owner at the first time. Apart from the top prize for being able to have this special vision, he couldn't guess that anyone else would receive such treatment. Ha ha ha, unexpectedly, the Xiaobai we have been looking for is hiding here. Jack's main purpose of getting out of the ghost island this time is to find Xiaobai. Advertisement. However, along the way, he heard countless rumors about Xiaobai. But these news were all false, and the day-to-day schedule made him a little tired. Hancock, looks like we have a visitor. Xiaobai sensed that many people had entered the waters of Nine Snake Island. My lord, this is Nine Snake Island. If you want to come here, you must pass through the windless zone. Normal pirates don't come here, is it marine? Hearing this, Empress Hancock expressed the conjecture in her heart. Marine's warships can indeed safely pass through the calm zone, but what are they doing here now? The whole nautical world, isn't it lively enough? They don't have time to chat with you on Nine Snakes Island. With Xiaobai's knowledgeable perception, he can be sure that the ship heading towards them is unlikely to be Marine's warship. If it is not a marine warship, then there is only one possibility left, and that is pirates. However, it is absolutely impossible for the pirates who can safely pass through the windless zone to be some unknown people. Elder sister, it's not good. Warrior saw that there are pirates attacking our Nine Snakes Island. Boya Marigold said in panic. Didn't you see that the Lord is here? How can you be in such a panic? Hearing this, Empress Hancock frowned, feeling displeased that her sister had offended Xiaobai. Sister, I didn't do it on purpose, but I came here to take a pirate group, it's. Boya Marigold looked a little panicked. What? Hearing this, Hancock frowned, he knew his sister very well. If things weren't so big, they couldn't be so nervous. Yes, it's the Four Emperors Beasts Pirates. Boa Marigold almost screamed. The three sisters have been tortured since childhood. Being a slave has always been an indelible pain in their hearts. Therefore, they have practiced force as respect since they were young, and even more advocate violence and strength. Because of this, they realized how powerful the Four Emperors pirate group is. If the Beasts Pirates came with a purpose this time, then Nine Snakes Island might be in a state of doom. Chapter 89. Don't waste your tongue if you can solve it by force. Advertisement. Boss, make the following battle plan. The mammoth has landed, said Hold'em, one of the real fights of the Beasts Pirates. Battle plan. To deal with a small Shichibukai, what kind of battle plan do you need? For things that can be resolved by force, don't waste your tongue and engage in negotiations. It can be seen that Jack's character is not only domineering and cruel, but also has a bad temper. Even, his personality is very reckless. He was so arrogant that he didn't pay attention to Empress Hancock at all. It is also believed that Xiaobai is just a lucky paper tiger. At the same time, Xiaobai looked at the direction of the coast, and a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. That's right, as expected of the Four Emperors pirates, it's a good thing he was able to find this place. It looks like they're coming after me. Xiaobai, don't get angry. Between the words, there is a playful color. My lord, I will command my troops immediately and drive them out of Nine Snakes Island. Hearing Xiaobai say this, Empress Hancock responded instantly with a respectful voice. Xiaobai smiled slightly and shook his hand casually. Don't worry, they are just Beasts Pirates. Since they came here without hesitation, we can't just let them go back like this. I should always do my best to be a landlord and let them have a good memory. While talking, Mo Xiaobai played with the fruit awakening potion in his hand. He has never been very cold about these things, and the rewards are either given to Rayleigh or thrown to a bunch of younger brothers under him. However, he still needs some fruit awakening potions, because his elements carry too many abilities, and each ability seems to exist independently. It can be said that the elemental fruit ability has not been developed to the most fishy level. Then, he unscrewed the bottle cap and drank it down in one gulp. He was also a little curious about what kind of abilities he would gain after his space fruit awakened. Immediately afterwards, a warm current began to flow through his body, and the fruit awakening potion turned into a special force. It poured directly into Mo Xiaobai's body and was absorbed instantly. At the same time, Mo Xiaobai deeply felt that he had an extra innate instinct. Everything seems to be familiar with the road, self-taught. It was like a sudden epiphany. Advertisement. This time it seems to be the awakening of water power. In an instant, the control of the water element ability and some abilities and display methods after awakening all appeared in Mo Xiaobai's mind in an instant. Mo Xiaobai couldn't describe this feeling in words for a while. It is similar to a crawling baby who suddenly finds the feeling of walking and thus learns to walk without any symptoms at all. This feeling was deeply imprinted in Luen's head. That's how it worked. Mo Xiaobai became very excited. Elemental fruit, he has now awakened 2 abilities. This also said to ordinary pirates that this is already a miraculous existence. And now, he has awakened the ability of water element. Mo Xiaobai is very satisfied with this effect. It is also a fruit he has not long ago. In this way, there is still more room for development in the use and growth of elemental fruits. Boom, boom, ha ha ha, Mo Xiaobai, you let us find it so hard. As soon as Jack came, he threw 3 huge stones towards Mo Xiaobai and the others. Seeing the stone flying suddenly, Boya Marigold stepped out and walked to the Empress Hancock. I want to be alone with these 3 boulders. However, the next moment, the expressions on their faces were all frozen in the last second. They just heard a crisp finger snapping behind them. The 3 boulders disappeared out of thin air. What? What about the 3 boulders? Why did it disappear out of thin air? Even Empress Hancock turned her head to look at Mo Xiaobai in disbelief. In an instant, Hancock showed a nympho-like expression like a girl. Her charming eyes are full of admiration for Mo Xiaobai. At the same time, Jack's expression was dull. What just happened? He looked at the little brother next to him with a confused face and asked. Boss, did you throw 3 boulders at them just now? Hold'em scratched his head, but he didn't react. Advertisement. He clearly saw that Jack lifted 3 boulders and threw them at Mo Xiaobai and the others, but the stones disappeared in the blink of an eye. At this moment, they were all confused. Asking for flowers. Even Jack himself was a little unsure whether he had thrown a stone just now. Is that there? Boss, don't look at me. Ha 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 ha, seeing that Jack and his party looked confused. Mo Xiaobai laughed out loud. However, it was this laughter that pulled Jack back from his bewildered state. You are Mo Xiaobai. Seeing the young man not far in front of him, Jack also guessed. Beasts Pirates, Drought, Jack, are you here to give me a reward? Mo Xiaobai, seeing a yellow light beam shooting at Jack on the bronze monument, also joked. But before he finished speaking, a red light beam shot at him from the sky. .00. Ha ha ha, Mo Xiaobai didn't expect this to be you. Jack's reaction was a little slow, and he only realized it after seeing the red beam. The boy in front of him was Mo Xiaobai. Mo Xiaobai, obediently hand over your reward. Don't force me to teach you a lesson. My uncle is a big pirate with a bounty of 1 billion Baileys, even if you occupy the top spot. I'm not your weak opponent. Jack, with a calm face, if you don't know him well, you really think he can have such strength? This guy is a muscle, as the saying goes, stupid. Fear, these words he did not understand what they meant. I said big elephant, I welcome you to challenge me anytime. However, the premise is that you must have the ability to climb to the 2nd place on the Voyage Gold List. Mo Xiaobai looked at Jack with a smile on his face and said. You wanna die? Jack was stunned for a moment before realizing that Mo Xiaobai was mocking him. In an instant, the anger couldn't stop surging up. Feeling Jack's anger, the surroundings instantly became noisy. Many members of the Beast's Pirates have begun to cheer for him. Damn, I really didn't expect that this big stupid elephant is quite loved by subordinates. Mo Xiaobai also said with some surprise. Chapter 90 Subversion of Cognition. Advertisement. However, seeing that Jack looked down on Mo Xiaobai, the Empress Hancock, the anger in his heart had already exploded. How could she allow someone to humiliate Mo Xiaobai? Whoosh, I saw a beautiful figure quickly looting towards the drought. Perfume femur. Empress Hancock let out a low snort. He kicked hard at Jack's face. Bang, there was a muffled sound. Empress Hancock's kick landed directly in Jack's face. Huh, are you tickling me? However, at this moment, Jack's voice came into the ears of everyone present. Hearing this, Empress Hancock frowned, with a trace of solemnity on her face. She didn't expect that her kick would not have the slightest effect on him. I have to admit that the strength of the 3 disasters of Beast's Pirates is indeed very strong. The next moment, Jack reached out to grab Empress Hancock's ankle. Empress Hancock, with a backflip, opened the 2-3-3 distance even further. Mo Xiaobai, you are such a coward. How dare you hide behind a woman? Jack tilted his neck and spoke slowly. The real cadres standing beside him showed mocking smiles. I'm afraid I'll kill you in seconds. Mo Xiaobai plucked his ears, with a look of indifference. Second me. Jack laughed angrily. He is a big pirate with a bounty of 1 billion. Was killed in seconds. This is something he never thought about. Are all the big pirates with a bounty of 1 billion talking like this? Let's start. Mo Xiaobai looked at Jack a little impatiently. This Jack seems to be an idiot, but the kung fu of pretending to be B is very easy. Mo Xiaobai really couldn't stand it anymore. Then let me see what is so special about the leader of the combat power rankings. Jack, holding a weapon in both hands that looked like a weird sickle, rushed towards Mo Xiaobai. Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. Despair. Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. Jack, without taking a step, the whole ground trembled at this moment. Next second, Mo Xiaobai moved. Boom. There was a loud bang. Jack stomped on both feet, and the whole person rushed towards Mo Xiaobai. Raising the weapon in both hands at the same time without the slightest hesitation, it slashed at the top of Mo Xiaobai's head. Here we go. The audience was in an uproar and concentrated. Facing Jack's knife. Advertisement. Mo Xiaobai was unmoved, his eyes narrowed slightly. Raising his hand slowly, armament hockey instantly wrapped his arms around him. Boom. A huge force came from Mo Xiaobai's arm. A slight shock pain spread all over the palm, and Mo Xiaobai couldn't help taking half a step back. Ha ha ha. Number 1 on the gold list is nothing more than that. Seeing that Mo Xiaobai was knocked back by the blow, Jack said to him with an arrogant expression. At the same time, Mo Xiaobai also smiled. He was laughing at Jack's ignorance. He resisted the attack of Jack's weapon with his body, and only took a small step back. This has already pronounced Jack's fate. Ha ha ha. Mo Xiaobai, I'm giving you a chance, hand over all the rewards you got before, and surrender to me beasts pirates. Jack laughed loudly. Seeing Mo Xiaobai take half a step back, he felt that Mo Xiaobai had already lost him in terms of strength, so his emotions became more and more aroused. Hearing this, Mo Xiaobai felt helpless. He really didn't know how to answer his words. He could only step on the ground and rub him hard. Immediately, a strange scene appeared again. Mo Xiaobai's figure disappeared right under his eyelids. When he reappeared, his fist had already made intimate contact with Jack's cheek. Boom. There was a muffled sound. In the meantime, Jack's sturdy body flew towards the back like a cannonball. Boom. However, Mo Xiaobai's attack did not end there. Jack waited until his body hit the mountain wall behind him before he could stop. Just as he was taunting, a thunderbolt fell directly from the sky. Squeak. There was a sound of electric current. Haha. Number 1 on the combat power gold list, but that's all. Not bad for Jack, he has rough skin and thick flesh. Mo Xiaobai's attack just now did not cause substantial damage to him. Mo Xiaobai, with your attack power, it is impossible to break through my defense. Ha ha ha. Jack, crazy sighs, even though he was attacked by Mo Xiaobai just now. For a moment he was terrified. However, when he came back to his senses, he found that nothing happened to him. It was to start mocking Mo Xiaobai. Mo Xiaobai, Jack looks like a normal person. He admits, he underestimated the enemy. However, next, he will not be so casual. Big elephant, be careful. The corners of Mo Xiaobai's mouth moved slightly, with a meaningful smile on his face. What's the meaning? Jack's pupils shrank, that's how it feels. Advertisement. At that moment just now, he felt the fear of death. Jack looked serious and dignified, and he was fully prepared to deal with Mo Xiaobai's attack. But next second, Mo Xiaobai directly subverted Jack's 3 views, and instantly made him look confused. What's going on? Jack felt, around his body. No, it should mean that in every direction, there is an invisible pressure exerting pressure on his body. More importantly, Jack felt it. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't shake this pressure for a while. It felt like this pressure was something he couldn't touch at all. What a joke. This kid. Now, Jack didn't dare to underestimate Mo Xiaobai anymore. However, it was too late. Mo Xiaobai's space compression can be said to have sent Jack to a dead end. He was a little aggrieved, and all his combat power was useless at this moment. He can't resist the change of space. Big elephant, your mouth really needs a beating. Boy, you. Jack opened his mouth. At this time, Mo Xiaobai's eyes fixed on Jack's body. Conqueror's Haki, wrapped around his arm in an instant. Originated from the instinct of the body, he became very proficient in controlling the Conqueror's Haki. Everything seems to be falling into place. It's like using some kind of instinct. Conqueror's Haki entanglement, and armament Haki entanglement. It is conceivable that the difference between the two is by no means clear in a single word. Boom. A 5.9 muffled sound. Following the sound, I saw that the forehead protector on Jack's lower jaw had completely disappeared. Blood gushed out of the mouth. What? How is it possible? Jack, I didn't expect Mo Xiaobai's seemingly soft punch. It turned out to be able to break through his defense. Boom, boom, boom. Jack, his hands are bound by Mo Xiaobai's space ability, and he has no ability to escape at all. Seeing Mo Xiaobai waving his fists like rain, he can only choose to cover the whole body with armament Haki. Come and defend against his crazy attack.